here in a second. Welcome. There we go. We're alive.
Welcome.
Well, you should have heard the before show because it was a lot more intense than this is going to be. So, like and subscribe if you want to hear the before show.
Yeah, we're just discussing anything, everything, and some other
We were
stuff.
talking
Of
about
course.
Jeeps and watermelon broads.
Yeah, watermelon broads, those girls with the big upper arms. That's what, dude, man, that always
Dude,
like
there's some
cracks me
girls
up.
with fucking watermelon arms, dude. That's a
Yeah,
good watermelon arm. I've seen a
that always
couple.
cracks me up because like you'll see a girl like, yeah, she's bigger. She's probably like 240, 250. But then her arms are like bigger than my thighs. You know what I mean? Like her like all the fat, like she's already a big girl, but like all the fat is just in her upper arms. It's where it's like, good, look, like I don't know if you're just built or like
Dude, no, girls
what's
store
going
weight
on.
in different areas. Like guys will store it in their tummy, but girls, for the most part, will store it in their legs or arms. And I don't know what that is, but it's probably a body mechanism because if you think about like male
Oh
survival
yeah, still
versus
got a
female
mate.
survival when we were like cavemen. All right, a woman needs to be able to be like sedentary because they can get pregnant and they need fat around their arms and legs so they don't get like hypothermia or something. But a man's like around
The
maybe.
extremities.
So maybe they just genetically altered their DNA to store arm fat and get watermelon arms, dude. And
Well, same
watermelon.
thing with the turkey neck, you got to make sure they don't freeze their larynx in the cold winter
Yeah,
of
because sleep
southern
apnea
New
is
Mexico.
the biggest killer, dude. Sleep apnea is a big killer.
Isn't that so funny how common that is nowadays? I was watching some like videos that were doing reviews of RVs, and this guy, every single video, he like reviews if it has room for a CPAP machine. He's like, "Oh, no, it doesn't have a little table for a CPAP machine." I was like, "Good Lord, how it's so hilarious how many people like they're so fat their body is trying to kill them in their sleep." You know what I mean? It's
It is,
like
and they
if
have to have some sort of artificial fucking COVID bullshit to keep them alive. The fucking
well, that
rest.
seems like it would just make it worse because then you're reliant on that. So like, yeah, if you ever just fall asleep on the couch, you would just like stop breathing and die. That's
I
so
know.
bad. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
just go
no,
all
I
you
know
gotta
that.
do is
I
just like
know
a
that
shit
there's
ton of
like
cardio.
at least one person you work with that has sleep apnea, and I know there's at least one person I work with that has sleep apnea.
Oh, there's so many. Like, well, me, I
It's
can't
very
breathe when I sleep, but it's because I have horrible allergies, and there's like a dog that sleeps with us, and I'm pretty sure I'm still allergic to dogs, even though we have one. And yeah, I've been wearing those breathe right nose strips to like help me breathe at night, and that helps. But like, yeah, it's just my nose
dude,
that's like I can breathe
open
through my throat all right. If you can't breathe through your throat, then like you need to do something. You
dude,
need to change something.
Midwest allergies are a different story, dude. I haven't had allergies since I moved to Florida, dude. I
Well,
swear.
down there, you got to worry about what
Nothing.
season is it where you have all the freaking flies?
Like love bug season?
Like where there's just flies everywhere, and then it's because there's like pollen on everything, so there's like just flies and stuff everywhere. That would
Maybe,
mess me up,
maybe
like the pollen.
February. February is like when love bug season is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, see, that's the deal. Like pollen, regardless, like if there's trees, you're gonna have pollen, but if you're not allergic to pollen, then you don't
No,
gotta worry
no,
about it.
Florida trees don't have as much pollen as you're thinking because they don't die for half the year. So think about half the amount of pollen as a constant.
Yeah, I guess, but there's also like 200% the amount of like
Yeah.
green life there too. But then again, like if you're really sensitive to it, you're gonna be like
No, dude.
grass. Like if you have grass allergies, you're gonna be
Palm
allergic to
tree.
it there.
Where's the flowers on a fucking palm tree, dude? There's no flowers on it.
Oh
Think
no,
about
but I know I do know that well, I guess you
mangroves.
don't have it.
Mangroves don't have flower. Any type. Our state tree doesn't even have a flower. No,
Well,
there's
you
not
don't
flowers on trees,
I guess
man.
you don't really have it that bad, but I've heard like Spanish like a lot of some people are allergic to Spanish moss, but you don't have it nearly as bad as like Mississippi and like that, like those places you can't even see the trees. Like all you can see is just freaking moss. Like you have it like in
Cuts.
places where it looks cool, but it's not like super
Yeah,
invasive. You know what I mean? It's like just there enough.
it's because everything has like a bunch of competition here, and so it's really got to fight for its life.
Yeah, it seems like, and there's like freaking birds that like destroy everything, or like, uh, you know, that was
Feral
actually what was
cats,
funny. Whenever we,
and
or
everything lives there.
last,
It doesn't die. It doesn't have a winter, so it doesn't die.
what cracked me up when we were there last year is like, I was like, oh shit, Florida has crows too. Like there was like crows, and I was like, oh, I forgot this is like still the United States. Like there's still crows. Like,
It's
what
just
else
a
is gonna
weird
eat the
melting.
roadkill? You know?
Dude, I was walking around earlier. I saw a couple chickens just fucking minding their own business. Birdie did not like them though. She wanted to go fuck with them.
Have you ever thought about getting a few chickens, like getting a little chicken coop?
Yeah, that's my next project. I was talking to my mom.
Oh no way.
Yeah,
They're really fun, dude.
it's a thing. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And if
So
you
I
don't want to, if you don't want to butcher one yourself, just have Nelson do it.
okay, 2014 and 2019. Okay, so you have two different policies. I know way more about the 2019 one. Okay, so in 2019 there was a bill passed. It's called Senate Bill 82. 82. And so Senate Bill 82 basically says that you can use your land and your property for whatever means necessary, whether that means like farming or
Yeah, like livestock too, like small animal livestock.
livestock, trees, whatever. It all started 6 years previous in 2013. There was a family that had an orchard in Miami. They had
Mm,
this orchard with approximately 170 different species of fruit
damn.
plants on
That's your dream.
it. The city said, "This is an eyesore. You need to cut it down." And they started fining them $40 a day for 6 years. $40 a day for 6 years. Finally went to the Senate and they passed the
Or like
DeSantis.
state Supreme Court, something like that.
Yeah, DeSantis was like, "Why are we? These people are fucking 85 years old and 83 years old, and they have an orchard that they've owned for 70 years. Why in the fuck
Yeah,
is
why are
the
we touching that?
city fining them?" So he
Right.
passed a bill that was like Senate Bill 82 that just allows anybody in the state of Florida to grow anything that they want to, regardless of what it is on your own property, regardless of city ordinance. Like there's a lot of specifics in there. And the
That's
only
awesome.
the only subsection to it is in the case of a drought, then the state can intervene on
Oh, that
water
sucks.
consumption.
Well, I mean, but they still can't intervene on water collection. So, like, if you can store
No,
rainwater, then you're good for a drought.
city, yeah, from the city. So
Do what?
no, it's just based on water consumption from the city. So
Oh,
like
so from the tap. So that's not too, yeah, but you're allowed to collect rainwater there. A lot
you're
of
allowed
states
to,
are not.
yeah. If I want to collect rainwater and sell it, I can. You know what I
Oh, that's
mean?
badass. If there's a water shortage, just be like, water sale. It's gross, but it'll get the job wet.
Yeah, it'll get your throat nice and moist.
Yeah, it might give you E. coli, but hey, that's on you. You gotta boil it yourself.
You got boiled.
Dude, I had the weirdest day. I'm just ready for dude, honestly, I'm ready for a vacation. You said you're coming here in August, right?
Yeah, probably mid. I'm
Okay.
driving down with Birdie. I'm gonna stay for like 2 weeks.
Oh hell yeah, drive here.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive here.
Damn, good luck, man. Um, yeah,
I
I
know.
think maybe September
I'm
I'll come
trying to
down
get a.
there.
I'm trying to get a truck right now.
Oh,
So
like a
hopefully,
second car or like get rid of
yeah,
your Jeep.
no, second.
Oh yeah, the okay, yeah, I remember you telling me like yeah.
So like, essentially, they were basically be I pay like insurance on it, and my parents are looking for like a taxable deduction. And
Right,
it's
or like a
like
an asset to attach to an S corp or
their,
some shit.
their budget is between like 20 grand and 25.
Oof, that's gonna be kind of tough nowadays.
It
But
is kind of
honestly,
hard.
it
I've
looked
already been
like
to like, dude, 6 dealerships. I've already been to like 6 dealerships, and it is hard. And I found my dream truck, and then, dude, it got sold.
like 20
Right
minutes
after,
later
no,
or something.
right after the guy handed me the keys, we got in for a test drive, and then these people pulled up, and they were like, "Wait, we actually just went to the bank to get cash out for this car." And I couldn't even test drive it because they had already bought it, basically. And I was like,
Damn.
"Fuck! I wanted this one." It was 2016 F-150, and with like the newer kind of style headlights on it,
Oh yeah.
four door, 5.5 foot bed with like 75,000 miles on it. It was like
5.4
fucking clean looking. No, it was
or
the
no?
5.0. They have
Oh, 5.0. Hell yeah.
and it was very clean looking. Like the inside was immaculate. Like it looked like some old grandpa might have had it or something. It looked like it had never been drove, basically. And they were selling it for 21.9, and every other truck on their lot, they were trying to work with me. They're like, "We'll give this one to you for 24," and it was like an
Junk.
FX4 with 130,000 miles on it. That was from like 2013, and it's like, what? Are you serious? I'm okay with any type of truck, but it just seems like Fords are the cheapest right now. Like
Well,
every
and you don't want a Ford with a bunch of miles. Um,
yeah, I don't want one with 100. In hindsight's 2020 because I would have just kept my truck if I knew that the market was gonna like I I gave my truck away for like 6 grand basically on a trade in, and the same truck's selling now for like fucking 19. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, and well, see that's the deal because I was kind of looking for the same around here. And like 2 years ago, for 20 grand, I could have gotten like a I don't know, like a 2011 Raptor with maybe like 100,000 and 120,000 miles on it. But nowadays, it's like, yeah, that first of all doesn't exist, and second of all, it's like double the price.
Everything's double, yeah. Pretty much everything. The price of tortillas, the price of gas, the everything besides beer. You ever realize that beer hasn't changed prices?
Yeah, I mean, it stayed fairly steady. That's what's funny. Because yeah, it's
It's a vice, is what it is.
a good six pack's always like $10. Always, never changes. What the
Oh, dude,
hell? Why is my phone?
what about the aluminum shortage or the worker shortage or the unemployment crisis or the shipping crisis or what other crisis? The logistics crisis.
Yeah, a lot of crises.
Why isn't beer or liquor affected by all of these crises?
Because drunk people are happy, man. They just keep working. Like the people that make this shit are, they're just kicking and grooving.
That's exactly why.
Um,
It's
yeah,
a
dude.
vice, dude. It's a vice. And guess what? Your world is all fine whenever you're drunk. So we're not going to increase the price. That's why inflation is a myth, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the world is fine when you're drunk as long as people just leave you alone and don't try to talk to me like when I'm trying to listen to freaking music and drink some beer. I mean, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? It's like, stop asking me questions. I'm just trying to drink. I'm about to go kill this fucking dog, dude. He's out here just barking up a storm. Lauren's outside. Oh, oh my God. Hold
Oh,
on. Let me
Birdie's
go.
ready. You ready for Birdie to meet him?
Stop barking. Stop. Stop. So loud. Yeah, such a pussy bark whenever he wants something too. It's like, yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
about me? I'm just a big old fat dummy. What do I know? Your,
I know,
your.
dude. Lauren took offense whenever I came over and surprised y'all, and I was like, "Damn, your dog's gotten fatter." She
Well,
was like,
he is. He's huge. He's a
she was like,
massive dog.
"No, he hasn't at all." I'm like, "Fuck, dude,
Yeah,
that dog
dude, he can barely make it up on the
now.
bed nowadays.
It's like a big dog now, you know. It reminds me of
He
my
is.
great grandma's dog that ate biscuits and gravy every morning.
That is the fun, dude. My grandparents used to have a dog that, yeah, every single time they were done with their dinner, would just put the plate on the floor, and this little tiny Yorkie would eat like three entire meatballs that are left over or something, like, just shit like that. And it was like a 10-pound dog
Dude,
just eating
the,
garbage.
my great grandma's dog, his name was Shiloh, and he was completely blind and like 100% deaf, like maybe 99% deaf. He could like hear stomps. So she would like stomp on the ground every morning, and he would come up to the door, and she would cook him biscuits and gravy every morning. It was so fat and miserable. All I did
That's
was sit
hilarious.
there.
Those are the best dogs, though. The ones that don't really move, they just kind of sit.
Yeah, true.
Oh, what the hell? Should we let them
Bree
outside?
just likes to be touching me all the time, dude. She's touching me right now.
Dude, I'm so proud. I have the greenest yard on my street. Nobody else waters their yard, and it's been like super hot. It hasn't rained. It rained last night, but I think we got like maybe a hundredth of an inch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thunder though. Um, but yeah, my yard's all nice and green. But I've also shit. I think my water bill for last month was like an extra $60 because I'll water the whole front yard. So I water half of it for like an hour,
My
and then the
water
other
bill
half
for
for an
last
hour
month
for
was
like two two
$88.
or three times a week. So I'm putting down like probably 3,000 gallons on my
And your
front yard
yard's
alone.
huge. Yeah, your yard's
Well, it's
fuck.
not that big, but
It,
well, I mean it's
it's about
bigger.
twice the size of
It's
my
a
yard.
lot of grass.
Yeah, it's a lot of grass.
Well, I watered the entire front, and for the back I just water where the fescue is. So just like half of it. So the back doesn't take too much. But yeah, it sucks. On my garden, like sucks this year. Like it was just too hot. So like the only thing I even have like growing decently right now
Okra.
is watermelons. I have watermelons. I
Oh,
didn't plant okra.
watermelon. Yeah, dude. All my watermelons died. Did I tell you that?
Oh, too much water.
Dude, we got rain. Last night we got 9 inches of
What the fuck? Was it like a tropical depression or something?
rain. 9 inches.
That's
Oh,
not a regular storm.
guess what? The fucking weather app told me. I went outside.
Oh, like 10% chance.
I went outside yesterday morning. I dumped both of my rain gauges, and by 5:30 p.m. we had gotten 9 inches of rain.
What did it say? Like, what was the forecast?
It said in the specific address that I live at here in Tampa, it said that we got 0.3 inches of rain the entire.
That's hilarious. I
I
always love
swear.
that, dude. Like rain chances don't even. I think we talked about this, but it's so messed up what it actually means. It's not an actual chance of rain in your
It's like
area. It's like the
it's your
chance for the entire area.
yeah, it's
Like
your
what
chance.
percentage of the entire area might see rain? And it's like,
Yeah, they
oh
take
well,
like the
that's
number of people there, and then they were like, oh, like 10% of people in this area are gonna see rain,
exactly. Which is
and it's
crazy because it's like, well, what area are you talking about? Can we like know where the boundaries are? Because if you're talking about like 200 miles from here, then yeah, no shit, 10% of people are going to see rain.
yeah.
But like, yeah, that's what I hate. That's why, like, yeah, for me, I just have to
Dude,
look at the radar, and I don't look at the radar that's like
I don't even fucking trust
predictable.
the radar here in Florida, dude. The Florida radars suck cock. I think they have way better radars in Oklahoma because they have all those Dopplers and shit for tornadoes, and like you
Well,
kind of
and
need.
down there, they're probably using like military weather radars, which are like
Like,
technology from the 60s.
yeah, they're probably ancient because it's so wrong all the time. Any type of weather channel, weather app. I paid $2.99 for the best Florida weather app. Wrong, like 90% of the time.
I love that shit.
So I got one of those coil thermometers. It's not a mercury. It's not battery operated. It's a coil thermometer. And I got rain gauges. I got the prehistoric shit, so that way I can measure my shit accurately and not have to use a weather app. I can just look outside.
That's what's, yeah, dude, that freaking cracks me up. Cause yeah, like I deleted the Apple Weather app off my phone, and I downloaded like the Weather Channel at one point, and AccuWeather, and they all pissed me off so much to the point where I was like, fuck them, I'm not using these anymore. And so now I just use My Radar or whatever it is. It's just like a direct from the NOAA, just like a direct radar, and it's kind of cool though because you can like look at wind patterns and all that shit.
They have really good radars in Tornado Alley, though. I swear. Like here, like the radars, they're all pushed off the coast. Like they're not very much measuring internally the state. They're like, oh, hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
Thing. And so they don't really give a fuck about the center. And so you can never know the weather unless you buy your own weather gauges, basically.
Well, and out there it's like kind of unpredictable most of the time too, because it's like, oh, we're just in a low pressure area, so it's going to be like this for a month where it could just start raining at any time.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens because I'm like just dying. It usually happens when the weather's nice around here, so I'm like just dying to do some stuff outside, and it's like I'll go somewhere and then just boom, starts just pouring rain on you. I hate that.
The rain in Oklahoma and the rain in Florida is pretty. I would rate them the same. I think they're pretty even.
Right, it's like cold rain. Like the water's always cold and it's heavy.
The thunder in Oklahoma is like 10 times louder than it is in Florida, and the lightning in Florida is like 10 times brighter than it is in Oklahoma.
All right. Oh yeah, because it strikes the water like nonstop.
It's
everything's wet there.
The lightning is very bright here, but the thunder is not as loud. Like I remember some storms in the like when I lived in Kansas and when I lived in Oklahoma. I remember some storms there that were like thunder, like shaking the.
Oh yeah, or like the thunder where
like very thunder, but not a lot of lightning.
Where it's so loud, like you'll be on the highway going 80 miles an hour and it still shakes your car. Like you can still hear it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't like seeing lightning here because I'm like, fuck, my power's gonna go out.
True, yeah. But yeah, I'd say the thunder is like 50% quieter, but the lightning is like double the light. It's spreading and sprawling and almost constant.
Well, that's what I always loved about the beach. It was like, yeah, like, oh, dude, in Destin, that's my favorite thing is like, just go out there, sit on the beach. Like, it's usually after all the people have like packed up all the beach chairs or whatever, like the concierge people. And then you just go out there, just take a chair. And then it's like, yeah, it's going to be thunderstorms at night. But you go out there at like 7:30 p.m. Like, yeah, this time of night and just watch the storm roll in. And like you can just see it because it's like just a black wall with a bunch of like lightning in it just coming towards you. And it's so freaking cool because like as soon as you start feeling like that cold wind, you're like, okay, time to go inside. I love that so much.
Yeah, and then dude, whenever Matt came down, me, Sean, and Matt, we all went to the beach because Matt was only in town for like 3 days or something. And so we went out like the first 2 days, and then on the third day we went to the beach, and it was like nobody was at the beach because it was like a fucking hurricane.
Yeah. Well, that was the deal because whenever we left, there was a huge storm coming.
We got like a 30-pack of beer, and we like got a cooler, and we got some fucking lawn chairs. We sat out on the beach and just got pelted by rain and drank beer for hours.
Hell yeah.
It was
Dude,
like
I was
the
thinking,
hardest storm. There was 0 people on the beach. Like we were the only people out there.
dude, I was looking at yeah, if we come down there, I was thinking about staying with you for a couple nights, but then for like the rest of the time, me and Lauren staying at the Don Caesar or something like that. That'd be awesome.
The Don Caesar is lit, dude.
When I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, this is probably like 700 a night. I'm like, oh, it can be, but like they still have rooms for like 140. Like it's not expensive.
It's not that much. It's
I
always
know.
the most expensive time of the year for them is when they do the some sort of Formula One racing in downtown.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know the St. Petersburg Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
when
that
that
would be so
hotel is
sick.
expensive because the hotel is on the track.
Well, yeah, because I was looking last time we were there because I remember on the streets you see those red and white things on the curbs, like what you see on racetracks. I forgot what those are called, like
Yeah,
bumpers or something. Um, but then I looked it up, and then that airport that's right there too, like right next to the pier, that airport that turns into the racetrack too. So like that's a big like straightaway, and then it like just curves through the city and shit. Dude, that would be so freaking cool to see. Like if that happens next summer or something, I need to come down there and see
it
that. That'd be
happens
so
every year,
cool.
dude. It's every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, it's part of the
It
American
happens
Grand
in
Prix.
June of every year.
That'd be so sick. But yeah, I was looking in like September and October, like cheap like flights are like $60 one way, like $60. And then like same thing with
October,
hotels, cheap as fuck.
October is the time to be alive in Florida, dude. It's
Oh
like
yeah. It's like
whatever.
70 degrees.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's whenever the weather starts to get beautiful. Basically, it's the weather is just beautiful during winter, and it's pretty hot during the summer.
Yeah, I'll have to coordinate with you because like I really want to come back down there. Like I want to take a trip, and honestly, I think what we might do first, we might like probably so here in the next month we'll probably just take a weekend trip somewhere, maybe just get like an Airbnb like in the mountains in Arkansas or something, and then towards the end of August, early September, we want to drive to New Orleans and just spend like probably 3 nights there. And then probably after that, come down to Tampa for, 3 or 4 nights.
There's a
Honestly,
lot
I'd
of
like to do
cool
longer, but it
haunted
depends.
houses and shit here. Like there's like the scariest one or something. Like
Well, it's just cool too because like that time of year, all the snowbirds they go back up to New York or whatever. So like everything's not as busy, not as crowded. Like you can go like the bars will still be crazy because they're always going to be because there's
yeah,
always going to be rich 19-year-olds getting drunk at the bars
I think
with
people
fake
in
IDs.
Florida love to drink. Personally, that's a big cultural identity here is like a drinking culture.
Well, that's good, dude. The fresh seafood is something that's just amazing there. I love it. I love like, dude, just like this, like just getting some Gulf shrimp, like that's actually fresh, is like my favorite thing. But the only
It's
thing is like every time you get a meal, it's $28 for some reason.
yeah, I guess as if you go to like the I don't know the nicer places like the places you'd want to take your mom to
But
or
like touristy places, if you just go like a hole in the wall or like a local place, everything's cheap as hell.
yeah, no, exactly because there's like some places called like fucking Blue Joe's Crabs, and that's like some sort of shack on the side of the road, like near my house. And they always got deals on seafood, and it's probably because they have a boat and go catch it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, like
They're
it,
like, look what I got yesterday.
their costs are like a fucking 12-pack of Bush Light. They're like, yeah, boy. You know, like
Do you
they
have
just
any good like butcher shops there?
yeah. There's a lot, and I live in the eastern port of Tampa, where
Oh,
it
so
says
it's all yeah, it's all like the Spanish and Cuban stuff.
yeah, but like the Seminole Heights area is where all the meat markets are, and they're all the high end meat markets, and that's like kind of the gentrified part
Yeah,
of
go
the
get some
city.
Wagyu.
And they have some really crazy fucking meat markets here, dude. It's
Well, that blows my
like
mind because like here,
and there's like there's actual markets here, you know, like people like
well,
out for markets maybe.
that's what blows my mind because here I live in the middle of freaking cattle country and the biggest city in cattle country for the most part, and it is impossible to find a good steak unless you go to freaking Costco. Like you should like what the hell is that about? Costco? Like, come on, there's a freaking stockyard here, there's a stockyard in Oklahoma City. Like, there's all that stuff. Like, but you gotta go to freaking like Tulsa Beef and Provisions, which is kind of sketchy, but they got good stuff. But that's the deal. Like, I don't have enough room to buy like bulk meat. I just want to
Half,
go buy like a couple good steaks.
yeah, that's a good idea for a business, dude.
Well, and there, whenever I lived in Stillwater, there was this great butcher
Dude,
shop, and it.
hook up with Bucky and get some fucking bull meat, dude, and just start selling it.
Well, I mean, that was the thing is like if I ever were to like just kind of buy a business and not really have any hand in like the day to day of it, it would be like something like a butcher shop where basic or like a meat processor. Because like
Sure.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to personally do that, but I could own that. Um, yeah, like a place you can take your deer or whatever and like get it made up into sausage. Like
No, you don't want
there's
to do
only a couple places in Tulsa that even do that. But if you could double as like a good beef butcher shop, that also like you could also be like a bakery that makes because it's hard around here too to find a good place to go get some good fresh bread unless it's like some random place way down towards Bixby or something. Like it's hard. There's never like just a good neighborhood butcher shop slash bakery slash uh shit. You could be open like early as fuck in the morning and like make donuts and stuff. Like have like a little breakfast counter. Do it in downtowns where people can stop there to grab breakfast in the mornings. Because that's the deal. Like, there's some good breakfast spots that are pretty cheap, but it's like I don't want like an egg-filled breakfast burrito every freaking morning. I don't even like eggs that much. I want something different,
Mm.
and I also don't want to spend $14 on freaking toast.
The Cubans, they love bread around here, dude. We have
Oh, and it's crazy bread too. It's like I don't know
yeah,
what do they put in it?
we
Lard?
have like actual bread shops here in Tampa like that, like
Well,
sell
that bread, it's like so
bread.
crunchy on the outside. I think they put like lard in it or something instead of
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's lard instead of fucking sugar or something. I
yeah,
don't
it's like a giant puffy tortilla. Like
know.
that's
Yeah,
what their bread is. It's like a sweet, like fluffy bread. Oh damn, that sounds so good right now. Just a huge ass sandwich. Dude, I could go for a gigantic sandwich anytime, anywhere.
dude, there's this place called West Tampa Sandwich Shop, and I went there earlier this week. I've been going there every week for.
Is that the Obama place? Oh, we got some noise.
Yes, sir. Greetings, cocksuckers. What's up?
At least he's not in his car.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, he's in the woods actually.
I just left the pool. The woods are my apartment.
Oh, he's just living it up at his retirement community.
Yeah, straight up.
Are you taking your cat for a
Yeah.
walk?
I'm taking my bag of beer.
Oh, is that a purse? That's either a
Yep.
purse or a first aid kit. Either one is. Oh, okay. It's a beer bag.
Yeah, that's a beer bag.
Are
Beer
you
bag.
really
Hey, this place
walking your cat? I want to see the cat.
What's this dog wolfing? Oh, there's a Chinese lady.
Cats do not walk with you unless they're trying to lead you. I'm currently going back to my
Who's
apartment.
barking at the Chinese lady?
About to go.
Who's barking at the Chinese lady?
All right, look at how
Oh,
nice
okay.
my fucking apartment is, y'all. See this shit?
Oh damn, that looks like that looks like some Elvis shit, dude. Like the Lord of the Rings, like whenever you walk into the beautiful
Hold on. Elvis?
Elvish.
No, Elvis.
Oh, Elvis. Okay.
The hobbits. Talk about the hobbits.
That looks like some Elvis stuff, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, dude, the same era. That's when they were both written, right?
No, the Lord of the
Sure.
Rings has elves and fucking hobbits.
No, it looks like an elvish community.
I said elves, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
That looks like Farming Simulator.
Yeah, look at all this fake grass. People with their dog shit out here.
That looks like Sims. Oh, you gotta watch out. You can get a ringworm from that. That's like football stadiums. They always gotta sanitize.
Chairs. Look at this fake ass tree right here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I actually have not gone up here yet. So I'm about to touch it. See what happens.
It's a cold day in Minsk.
Oh shit, so the light is in the stem of the leaves.
You're really in an elvish community?
Elvis.
It's hollow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude. That's a fucking fake tree, and it's got LEDs in those leaves.
It's made out of blue suede shoes.
Ain't nothing but a fake tree.
Got these.
Fake tree, fake lights. Ain't nothing but an apartment complex. Elvis.
You ever heard of?
You know, it ain't no apartment of mine.
It ain't no apartment. You are very sweaty.
That's not what she said.
She's hiding because you were out there making Bruce bars.
Oh, she heard Bruce Bar the other day.
Yes.
Ask Lauren if she wants to see
Hey,
this,
tell Lorenzen Soft I said hi.
my dog inside of a kennel.
So which ward is that?
Which what?
Is that a walk-in freezer? Oh, okay. That was a weird door. Oh,
Hey, tell Lauren to come over here.
he completely disappeared. What kind of dog is that? I think Lauren's peeping. Oh.
She can watch it back, whatever. That's at 37:27.
3674 or
36, 10, 11.
1730 late. Oh my goodness. Why'd you just bust in here, sweaty?
Oh, wait. Hey, Lauren, look. Hey, check this out.
He's telling you to see something. What is it going to be?
Tell her that Birdie loves this.
Birdie loves this. Okay, so there's a dog somewhere. Yep, see? Look, yep, see her?
I can barely see her because she's black.
I can see her face. Yep, that's a good dog. She looks sleepy.
Oh, where's Matt gonna put that window?
Yep.
I don't know. I think his fancy apartment complex has horrible reception.
Oh.
Lauren was giving me a lot of shit about
Else electronic.
dog cages or something, right?
He went back to his pod. Wait,
Oh, no. Where's this cat?
Oh, there's the cat.
Oh,
Kiff.
All right.
Well, it's Hippie's brother. Do you want to see Hippie's brother? Matt, you got to show the cat again. Yep, see, look. It's Hippie's brother.
Look at him. His name's Keith.
Kiff.
Oh.
You say Keith?
That's funny.
Hey, how's it going?
Keith. It's Hippie's brother.
All right.
Where's Hippie at? I bet
Cassie.
she wants to see.
No, look.
Pooping there.
Isn't that great?
Where'd that come from? Walmart or IKEA?
That was Amazon.
Oh,
All right,
no.
second. There's the tree.
Has anybody caught you cranking it yet? Hey, you get out of here.
Maybe. All right, you see those places across the way?
Spray paint it.
The third story? I think for that window right there, the top one.
Foil.
I think maybe they do catch me cranking it.
Do foil. Do foil or Christmas gift wrap.
I'm not do that.
Property value.
I would rather people see food than
Yeah,
not
you
have
would.
my window. So
Yeah, you
think
would.
that-
you know, because
Wait, so you
every
were
morning
on the couch?
Hmm?
On the couch, Matthew?
Oh, well, see, here's the thing.
Let's get
I don't
on.
actually do it on the couch because it's made out of this fake leather material, so it sticks to your skin. So if you're sitting there in your underwear,
Easy to
it's not
wipe off.
Yeah, he's just fully naked on his couch. I'm never visiting you.
all right, wait, guys, check this shit out. Check it out. Look, watch.
My balls stick to my couch.
Oh, that's pretty dope, dude. It's got
What?
LEDs.
What? How are you 60 years? Dude, he is literally 60 years old. This is a retirement complex.
I think you're a little older than that.
Honey,
guys-
come look. We put electricity in the couch.
You're coming through the couch right now.
No, he's
Isn't
just
that sick?
new, dude.
I can't hear anything.
Y'all
I
were
said
on. You were coming through the couch. That's why.
Oh, it's making Chuck E. Cheese noises.
Yeah, it's a speaker. It's a fucking Bluetooth speaker.
Is that show us your Bluetooth kitchen sink?
Guess who I got it from?
Mitchell and Alden.
Alden's mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I
hoarders.
did it on Facebook Marketplace or something.
Alden's mom. Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna go piss and get naked, and then be right back.
Marketplace.
Prilosec OTC for heartburn, indigestion, and urination.
Hold on. It's connect.
Are you gaming right now?
I'm gaming so hard.
Dude, do you work with anybody that uses a headset all day?
That motherfucker is me, bitch.
Are you serious? You use that at work all day?
No, my work computer, the microphone doesn't work on it, and I don't have any other plug-in headphones besides these ones from Dave and Buster's.
Professional.
And
So-
it doesn't. My computer doesn't connect to my AirPod. Hey, Hadley.
Oh, yeah, she just snuck in here and is climbing up on my chair. Hey, what are you doing?
Tell her I
Why
said
are you
hi.
so sweaty? You are very sweaty.
Put the computer up to her.
You're so sweaty. You're so sweaty. Why don't you go sweat out over that way with the dog?
She's gonna wait all night to hang out with you. We've been in here the whole time.
You know, this is my den. This is where I chill.
Wait. No,
Oh,
just
Hippie's brother's
hold
gone.
Hadley
Hippie's
up.
brother's gone.
Hold Hadley up. Hey. Hi, Hadley. Hey, tell her to look at the computer, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
say
my
hi.
phone.
Hi.
Say hi. Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, you are very sweaty, Hadley. Okay.
Oh, you had to pick up a sweaty baby, dude.
Hardly.
Just
a
leaves the
cutie.
door open. Just completely leaves the door open. This
I
is
know,
what I hate.
but that's like
Women have no boundaries.
Yeah, women are fucking something else.
Oh, your door's shut. I'm sure you wanted me just to hop in and start talking to you about something when you're in the middle of probably doing some research about the world's largest diesel engine. It's in Switzerland.
Okay, I work with diesel engines. How about that?
Oh, for
That
like
is
a
very
week?
cool, man.
Jesus.
Have you
What?
gotten in a fight with a technician yet?
Uh,
They hate engineers.
yeah, today. Yeah. He's like trying to weld shit, and I'm taking up his spot for my experiment. And he's like, "Oh, you're doing this again too? You're doing this today too, huh?" Like, yep, I'm gonna be here a while.
Dude, I went to a network department or a network security department for one of our clients, and or today for lunch, and everybody has dual 43-inch monitors.
Oh well,
I was so freaking
shit.
jealous.
I went to this lady's house last night.
I have a huge
One of my
monitor.
pool friends, She has a dual monitor set up, right? Every fucking inch of this monitor, both monitors, is covered in shortcuts. She doesn't use folders. The entire fucking screen, both screens are shortcuts.
That's funny. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll spill it out in some funny words like poop or boobs. And then that way I have to organize it. That's usually a prank you do on somebody else's computer.
Yeah.
Rearranger.
She said that's how you keep track of it. How she keeps track of it. All that.
You should set her wallpaper to OG Mudbone when she's not looking.
Every time I save a file on my work computer, I have a folder on my desktop titled desktop. And so I just put everything in that folder so it doesn't show up on my desktop, but I just open the desktop folder, and that's where everything is. Every single thing I have ever saved on my computer is in there. That's the only thing I use because I hate Windows. I've been used to using Mac for the past like 10 or 12 years, so like Windows, I hate the file directory.
Yeah. It is
Okay. What are you drilling holes over here? Are you drilling some holes?
This is my home invasion.
Be careful.
All right, so you push the button, right?
Oh, are you gonna do an apartment pop?
Yeah. Yeah, because I have been drinking at the pool. So.
Same, brother.
Have you been playing shuffleboard?
The kiddie pool in my backyard.
That's kind of what I do, though, is just after work, go sit at the pool and drink alcohol. Actually, fuck. God damn it.
We need to all take a trip to Schlitterbahn sometime. That'd be so much fun.
This guy.
This is an airsoft gun, YouTube.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
CO2.
It's an air hard gun. It puts a projectile through your fucking brain. So
it's a really intense airsoft gun, YouTube.
This senator lobbied so that these water parks wouldn't have as intense regulations on their water slides and shit. And he succeeded. They reduced the restrictions and all that. So his kid went on a fucking water slide and got decapitated.
Oh, hey, you know that I was there?
Huh?
You know that I was there that day with my mom and my little brother, and we got
blood on you
by news anchors and shit, and we couldn't get a refund for the park, and they shut down all the rides except for 3 because they were all connected to the same water supply, and so there was fucking blood circulating through it.
So yeah,
I know all about that. Yeah,
it was blood.
No, because a 12-year-old got fucking his head completely chopped off,
clean.
It was this cable that was hanging low
on the razors.
It wasn't a cable; it was a net.
It was.
I know what net that is. There's a net that's like a catwalk.
So, it was a cable holding the net that had been sagging, and he wasn't technically heavy enough to be on the ride, but he was the governor's son, and they were like, "Oh, go ahead, ride it anyways, governor."
Oh, you're the governor's son. Dude, that sounds like a freaking Disney movie from the 90s.
That shit down. It's not open anymore because of that.
Now you sound like you're talking inside of a
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn's
no,
open.
that was because of the one in Kansas. There's 2 Schlitterbahns.
Oh, the one in New Braunfels, Texas.
Hey, Matt, it sounds like you're fucking talking out of a goddamn coffee cup or one of those slinky things.
Cup holder just now.
Oh, it's because his phone is trash. He doesn't know anything about phones.
Oh, okay, Purdy almost unplugged this. Yeah, he knows only about iOS 16 and up.
Oh, check this out. I've been learning about CAN bus systems, which I haven't been learning about in a long time. So I'm going to start learning how to program vehicles to get rid of all of the EPA shit. And I'm going to do it like illegally. So word of mouth only. But no, I think that's honestly going to be a very profitable thing in the future because everything is so basically you can control somebody's car with Wi-Fi, and that's scary. That's like,
dude, did you hear about the BMW shit with the heated seats.
Oh, the subscription service?
Yeah, it's
It has,
$18
yeah.
a month to have heated seats, but it has all the components for heated
Yeah,
seats
it's
in the
already built
car.
in, but you have to pay
Yeah.
an extra subscription to get the heated seats. That's hilarious. And you're like
They
renting.
caught so much hate on Twitter or some shit. Like,
Oh, dude.
it was
It's so
like
bad.
some sort of trending topic like last week or
That's
some
some
shit.
kind of trying to ride the coattails of Tesla type of shit, where they said, yeah, you can have autopilot for this fee, but that's a bit different because you're talking about software versus hardware, you know?
Right, software versus something that's like there, and it's literally heated seats have existed since the 80s. It's just a switch.
I mean,
Like, why would you?
$18 a month. $18 a month.
That's what I don't like about fully integrated control systems in cars. Like everything's through one screen because if anything messes up with that, you don't even have something as simple as your turn signals don't work or like your brake lights don't work. And like it'll make your car basically illegal to drive just because there's like no redundancies in place because it's all like through one unit. I hate that. I don't like that idea. I don't like when stuff's like not replaceable at all.
is that shitty?
I'm gonna drive a car from the 50s for the rest. I love those people who are like they see like they're like you'll see like a picture of the new Silverado coming out or something. They're like, what the hell? It should look like a square body. And it's like, dude, what? It's 2022. What are you talking about, man? You're not gonna get a K5 Blazer nowadays.
I mean, you could.
Well, I mean, like not brand
Yeah,
new. Well,
no, dude.
brand new, it's gonna cost 800
Hey,
grand.
there's this car company that makes fucking cars they make like old Chevy trucks. They make
Oh,
old
like brand new
Chevy,
bodies.
but it's 100% brand new parts, but they make them 100% to spec.
Well, I know they do old
car
Mustangs
company.
like that too. I've seen old like the fastback Mustangs. You can buy 100%, like literally every single replacement part, including like the entire body of the car.
It's
So like you
all
can
new,
literally
yeah.
you just buy 13,000 different pieces and you put it together, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a big puzzle.
Yeah, it's like the worst puzzle. You have like and everything shows up in like thousands of different like FedEx packages and shit. Like that's the worst. Could you imagine the tracking numbers?
All the bolts show up in one package, and you're like,
Right.
now I can
How
screw
would you?
stuff
Well, and that's the deal.
together.
You'd have everything but like the main thing you need to do the whole car, like the crankshaft for the engine. Like that's the one thing you're waiting on for a year.
So I ordered a package, and they said my apartment doesn't exist. And then I talked to their fucking support, and they said,
Are you
okay.
lubing up right now?
Huh?
Are you lubing up?
There's Michael. Didn't Michael get monkeypox?
I got COVID.
Oh, so does my mom.
Dude, he got
Everybody has it.
Dude, he got that weird Korean version though.
Yeah, he got the special edition.
Oh, yeah, the Ho Chi Minh limited drop.
I'm going to the bar and grill. My pool friends.
Oh, you're gonna go to a bar and grill? Is it Chili's?
Huh?
Is it a bar and grill?
Yeah.
Like a Chili's?
No, it's like a local version of the Chili's.
Oh, so like it's probably called like a O'Flanagan's.
Dude, these
No
people
way.
Is it called Dante's?
They're all living in a fucking apartment for a reason. Type of people.
Oh, I love those people that are like they make like 200 grand a year and then just live in a freaking apartment.
Dude, there's a few of those.
That is the funniest thing. It's like, yes, I drive a Mercedes, and it's like, but you live. Why do you live in an apartment, dude? You make way too much.
They're all racist as shit too. But
oh no, Matt, you're gonna go to a skinhead bar. I think that's what you're gonna go to. It's the local joint, and it's like people with Nazi swastikas tattooed on their fucking head, and they're shaved clean.
You need to put a flag on your balcony that says "Hate has no home here." That would be very brave. That way, everybody knows you're against genocide, because most people are for the Holocaust. Most people support the Holocaust. That's what I was told.
All right,
What?
I'm in the
Are you
elevator,
in a
about to disconnect
freezer?
from my Wi-Fi. That's crazy.
Oh, there's way too much stainless steel in there. I don't like that. He looks like he
Dude,
just entered the filming
a
set from
kitchen.
Dexter.
No, yeah, or yeah, I guess, but
Dude, he's
that-
in a chef's
a
kitchen
kitchen
right now.
supply store.
That's the kitchen from like Iron Chef.
They have to make it look ultra clean in those.
Oh,
sets, dude.
yeah. He's making robot noises.
Those are going on TV, dude. Oh God,
Hey.
he really is.
What's up?
Where are you going?
About to go to Johnny's.
Why?
Everyone else is there.
By yourself? Oh, everybody else is there? I have my daughter, but next week.
Friday.
Friday? Okay.
All right. Later.
Is that your
Yeah.
girlfriend?
What does she look like?
Huh?
Is that your girlfriend?
How much does she weigh?
Can she fit in a canoe?
That lady has 3 kids. And it's like,
Can any of her? How fat are her kids?
okay.
What about Bucky, dude?
What about him? How fat is Bucky? I don't know. Not that fat.
Yeah, he's pretty skinny.
He might get pregnant soon, though. We'll see.
All right, wait.
Anything's possible in this new
Look,
age.
look.
Oh no.
Oh, is that a dog park?
No, it's my fucking courtyard.
What's this?
Hey, seriously, how much did that girl weigh, though?
Why is that not access controlled?
Because there's not shit around here. You see that fucking wall of trees?
I don't even know where you live. Isn't it like somewhere in Iowa?
Parkville. Look, all that shit.
Oh, Parkland? Where the shooting was?
The
Look-
Parkland payment system?
Yeah, but anyway, that lady's been like a couple times like, oh my gosh, but he's too young. So yeah, that lady wants to fuck me.
Oh, yeah, but he's so young. He's so young. You can't
What
say so young.
How old is she? How much does she weigh? What does she
Yeah,
look like?
wait.
39
Wait.
Oh, okay. 39. How much?
Kilograms. 39 kilograms. Let's do a quick
What do you think?
analysis.
180, 150, 110?
I don't know
270.
about that.
How big is she? Like, is she tall?
No,
How huge is this lady?
I wouldn't say.
Is she thick?
Yeah.
I like how Devin just keeps pressing. How fat is she? She's fat. How much does she weigh? She must weigh a ton. She's huge.
Look.
How much does the huge woman weigh?
Fuck.
Did you find her at the circus?
Hey, there's the bar right there.
So 39 kilograms in pounds is
Why?
859 pounds.
Why would you be looking
Nice.
this up?
Wait, no, it's 85 pounds. I did it wrong. Okay, so she should probably eat something.
Hey, stop.
Pretend like you're not live streaming on YouTube right now.
Does your apartment complex have any sort of like resource groups like Guys with Cats
Thank you.
every Wednesday at noon? Oh,
So you can go into the bar and get a drink and give them your card, and they'll scan it and then give it back to you. So your tab's open, and then you can come back out here. We're sitting right here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
just go through there. I know it looks weird because it's like a server station, but they're fine with it.
Oh, okay.
cool.
Yep. Anyway, I'm about to go. So.
Is this Chili's?
Huh?
Is this Chili's? Oh,
What's
it's
the place called?
Johnny's. Okay, bye.
I don't know what it's called anymore. What was it called?
I don't know. They have horrible cell service wherever the hell he lives. I don't even know because I couldn't hear him.
Well, it's Missouri, dude. It's full of trees.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. They're filming Ozarks up there right now, and they're using all the bandwidth.
Yeah, well, thank God we live in a country that hates trees. Dude, I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare. I had this nightmare.
Yeah.
It was intense. It was last night. I had planted a fucking rainbow eucalyptus tree, and it was like really hard to get, and I'd like let it grow and stuff, and I'd grown old and I had died, and then people moved in where I had died at and cut down the tree and were laughing, and then I woke up.
Damn, dude, that's heavy.
What does that mean, dude?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a future thing. What kind of tree was it?
A rainbow eucalyptus.
You already have one of those, right?
No, dude, but they grow
Oh.
here in Florida.
Is that like the tree that you're like coveting right now? Like that's the one that you're after?
Yeah, dude, look it up here.
Maybe that's what it is. Like it. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The rainbow bark.
I'm getting a
Like it peels apart and it's all different colors, like every layer. Is that what you're talking about? Like the wood is like rainbow color?
here. Let me just
I've seen that before.
pull up images really quick.
That's
and I'll
nuts though, because the past few
share
nights
this.
I've been falling asleep with my headphones in, listening to a podcast or something, and my dreams are insane. Like last night I had
I do that
a
every
dream
night,
where, oh
but
dude, I had a dream last night where I was like, for some reason I ran like a weed business and I was at like an expo and my grandma showed up to say hi and I was like, not now, grandma, this is not a good time. Like it
can you
was
see
weird.
this?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the bark is all these different layers of colors.
This is what they look like. A rainbow
Those
eucalyptus.
purple ones are more pronounced, but that one picture right there, like the second one from the left, is like the most realistic.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mess with it here in a little bit. So I'll move your car back.
Oh, here's a couple. Connor, check this out.
Here soon.
That's pretty realistic.
Yeah. Those are cool.
That's pretty realistic of what you're gonna say.
I wonder how old those are.
Under 25 years.
Oh yeah, that's like a lifetime tree. Like something you plant when you're young and then it is like big whenever you die.
Dude, look at that. That one looks like something here in Florida, dude.
Well, the wildest thing is like that freaking that like chartreuse color. Like like that highlighter yellow.
Yeah,
That's on it. That's the craziest thing.
How does that even happen, dude?
Because everything else is like, oh, okay, yeah, I've seen like, crepe myrtles kind of have purple or blue bark sometimes. But yeah, like those oranges and the yellow, that's wild.
That's literally what they look like. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
That's crazy. Damn, that looks like a bird. Looks like a tropical bird.
You know how they talk about how like blue is like the rarest color in nature or something? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I don't know how that's true.
Or is it purple maybe? No, purple is pretty common. I think blue is
I don't know. Like, I
probably the
don't.
most uncommon.
I feel like green. Green isn't that. Oh, no, I don't know, man. Because
Everything
like,
is green. That's
I guess,
chlorophyll. Dude.
well, maybe blue is like. I don't know. There's a lot of blue stuff in nature, though. Like
Maybe
you
it
go to
was hard.
Lowe's.
It was probably hard to make blue dye back in the day.
I
or
think that's
something.
what it was because it wasn't
purple dye.
indigo. Because it wasn't
Mhm.
technically blue, it was indigo. That's what they
True.
made the first like Levi's with, or that's how denim got its dye.
Damn,
That was a
that's
big
pretty
Native
interesting.
American thing.
Fuck. Never even heard of that.
Yeah, I know a lot
Levi's.
about textiles, bro.
I've always heard like, oh, maybe it was like purple because like Crown Royal bags are purple, you know? And it's like royalty to have purple.
Yeah, that was the I don't know what era that's from though, but I do remember that because I just remember different societies would
Basically
have like different
indigo.
types of they'd
It's
have different
basically
types of
indigo.
plants. Like different types of plants and spices that would have like the pigments that they would dye fabrics with. So like berries, different types of grass. like shit like that, or like boiled down like tree sap and make like brown dye, red dye, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
that's probably the deal. Maybe that's the thing is like true blue pigment is the most like impossible to get from nature, or like the most difficult because like you really think about it,
You'd
there's
have to
nothing.
kill like a bird and like boil down their feathers, but can you even get pigment out of bird feathers, you know? Like,
Yeah, I got some bird oil, fresh
dude,
pressed.
fuck. You probably couldn't even boil the color out of bird feathers, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. You just gotta stick a bunch of birds in a vat and like boil them down.
But
That seems
somebody's tried that before, obviously.
a bird boiler. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Something's
That
killing all the birds around here.
BB, baby.
Where all the birds keep going? Oh, that's just
To
next
my
door
bird
Jimmy.
boiler bedroom.
He out there stealing them pigeons out the streets. Boy. Yeah, it's
That
like
bird boiler
authorities thought
bedroom.
they had busted a meth lab, but upon further investigation, looks like the man was just boiling a bunch of birds. His
Yikes,
trailer
dude.
blew up because he had a turkey fryer full of birds. Ugh. People do shit like that. I mean, just for fun, I guess.
Dude. No, they try to cook meth.
I don't understand meth like at all. I just don't. I don't understand what the purpose of
They gotta stay up all the time
so they can
because they
look
don't
through
have
the
a job.
blinds.
Because
Yeah, they gotta like
they
they gotta
lost
make
their
sure
job, so they can.
they're just checking all their light switches all the time. Like, oh shit, I left my porch light on. It's middle of the day.
Dude, that's hilarious. My mom was sending me pictures of her neighbor on meth earlier today. They're
Which
crazy.
one?
They're right across the street. I got some videos, dude.
Oh yeah, crazy piano guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I remember the time we were over there, and you're like, dude, he's walking a freaking prostitute down his driveway. And yeah, like somebody, and then that was after the thing wherever he was like somebody like left through the window or whatever. Like that was like a year afterwards.
Check this out, dude.
Oh, is this
He
happening again? Why does he
he's
always go through the
he's
window?
ripping the fucking shit off of his fucking window
In the middle of the day?
in the middle of the day. Oh wait, it gets worse, dude. Well, he's out there Look, he's on meth. He's gotta be.
And that's the piano guy?
Yeah, dude. Check this out.
He just got into meth super crazy?
Dude, check this out. He was scrubbing his. He was scrubbing them.
And then he rips them off.
But yeah, this was before. First, he started washing them off. Then he started scrubbing them. Then he ripped them off.
He
Isn't that
probably
insane?
watched.
Look at him.
You know what's
He's
funny? He
just
probably
out there
watched
washing them.
an episode of This Old House accidentally came on the TV, and he got inspired to do that. So he washes them, then he scrubs them, and then he just rips them off with his bare hands. It's the funniest thing, dude. Jeez, it's a good thing he can't drive.
I know, right? Here, I'll send them in this group
Dude, that
chat.
is wild. Did they call anybody? Be like, what's up? What's going on?
No, but it's
I
Oklahoma,
would call
dude.
the news and be like, come check out this new street drug. It's called Shutter Ripper. You want to go to Shutter? If you hear your if you want to hear your young children, if you ever overhear your young children using terms like "want to go to Shutter Island, dog," that means they're trying to do Shutter Ripper, which is a drug that makes you do horrible carpentry, like really low quality.
Dude,
Hilarious. What a disaster. Maybe the
what?
kids aren't all right after all. That is funny though, because that guy's always up to something. He's got some crazy ass antics. It just seems like he's been on a downward like spiral.
Dude, I just sent all fucking 4 of them to you in order. So you gotta watch them in order, all right?
It'll probably take a while. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, beautiful, dude. I like how he's doing a dance while he's spraying off his house.
Oh no.
He's
Dude,
just wearing boxers?
I don't know what in the fuck he's doing, dude. This video is sponsored by Blue Diamond Bold. Thank you, Blue Diamond. They asked me to do a 1-minute ad read, so I've prepared a few notes on my phone here.
Blue Diamond almonds?
Blue Diamond almonds.
Hell
The
yeah.
habanero barbecue flavor really rips my asshole apart.
Hell yeah. Parts,
Blue
man.
Diamond almonds. The flavor is amazing. Blue Diamond almonds.
Flavor
great
is
snack.
amazing. A great snack. Damn, girl, you look like a snack. Oh, what do you mean by that? I mean, you look like a Blue Diamond almond. Blue Diamond almonds, available at your local supermarket. Use promo code Fat Kansas City Girl to get 20% off your order. Or yeah, use promo code how much does she weigh to get 20% off your first order of cashews only at bluediamond.com. Let's get back to the show. I'm about to reheat some pizza. With this air fryer going. So are you eating those almonds? How do they taste? What's the thoughts?
They're pretty good.
Blue Diamond. They're pretty good.
I just got this picture. It's somebody I work with and then somebody that you work with. Look.
I don't know who either of those people are. Now, I know one of them. I know Little Sweet.
Yeah, a little sweet. All right, the other one works in my office.
Are they in Florida together?
I have no idea. I just got it from Little Sweet. Just texted me. He goes, "Look who I ran into," and it's somebody from my office.
Oh, maybe it's part of his. Doesn't he still sell like Arbonne or something? Probably at a conference. I haven't seen him in a while. To be honest, I haven't been to the office in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I went last week, dude. Oh, the Tampa office won the fucking competition, dude.
Oh, the hot dog glizzy contest?
Yeah, whatever the fucking whenever I dressed up like Willy Wonka and shit.
Oh, you won? I don't know what that was. That for pancreatic cancer or something? Because we did something else too, where there was
apparently I get a free Ruth Chris dinner or something.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Hell yeah, that's like a $75 value.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I got some email. There was somebody from our our center thing or whatever, and it was like, oh yeah, the Orlando hot dog eating contest. How many dogs is he going to eat? And they spelled it like DOOGS. And then they're like, how many dogs is he going to eat? And they're like, this guy's gonna pound some glizzies. Like
they do that every year. They've been doing that for like 7 years. A hot dog eating contest.
Nice. I guess he got like 15. Or wait, no, it's tomorrow. That's what
disgusting.
it was. He's aiming for 15.
No, he got like 13, and people get like over 10 all the time. But once
Oh
you hit
yeah,
that
dude.
mark, people start throwing up and shit. I've seen the worst videos
I could
of
slam a few
people.
hot dogs. I could probably get.
Not
Honestly,
50,
I could.
not 14, dude. 14
No, I
is the
could.
record to beat.
Honestly, I could probably do 7 without a problem. But anything beyond 7, I would start like not doing so good. Like
Oh,
I could slam 7 hot dogs like with nothing on them, just buns and dogs. Hell yeah,
oh,
dude.
easy, yeah,
I think
dude.
I've done that
Once you
before
start
on one of
getting
our
up
camping
there,
trips. Remember, like we brought like a pack of like one of those like 48
yeah,
packs of Bar S hot dogs, and like they were gone in like 20 minutes, and there's only like 4 of us. We all had like 12 hot dogs each.
dude, that's the grossest hot dogs ever, dude.
Fuck that. Why do they even eat the? Why do people like it? Okay, if you have a cookout and somebody shows up at those, like you just have to like you have to tase them or just like mace them right in the eyes. Just be like,
Yeah,
get away from
murder.
my bar, get the hell away from my barbecue. Get away from my barbecue. Like just like you never talk to them again. That's catfish bait. Like people don't you don't like you eat that if you're starving or drunk. You don't like buy that.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
You
Jesus
got you gotta
Christ.
buy some quality hot dogs for
I don't
sure.
care. Yeah, I don't care how poor you are. You don't buy cheap ass hot dogs. That's disgusting.
Dude, 79 cents for a 12 pack? That sounds a little sus.
Oh yeah, like I mean I won't talk too much shit on your beloved Burger King, but dude, the freaking like 10 nuggets for 99 cents, that's gross. That's gross.
Oh yeah.
Don't even try messing with me on that shit. That's disgusting. It's like, oh no, an 8 like okay, what does that equate to? I guess like a 13-cent chicken nugget. Gross.
They're just hoping that people will come in and not order nuggets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, I came here for the cheapest thing on the menu, but you know what I'm gonna get? I'm actually gonna order $30 worth of other stuff. I'm homeless, so I came to Burger King to get a. Oh yeah, I'll get the Whopper Family Explosion. Only $14.99. Yeah, I'll get that for me and my family.
Your
We're
bathroom's
going back down.
transgender, right?
I'm gonna take this back down to the swamp. Yeah, dude. I just ugh, Jesus, man. Burger King. You know what's weird though is that they have such a distinct taste that every now and then I'm like, I just need some Burger King. It's like whatever chemical they have in it, like that
Yeah.
charbroiled taste. And they don't actually grill it. They put it like through like this weird machine. That's kind of like a conveyor belt that like burns meat. And
Yeah.
but it does give it like it's like a propane. It's basically like to take a meat patty and pass it
They
through
used to
like a propane
actually
torch.
charbroil it, but now they don't. Ever since they introduced the Impossible Whopper, they stopped doing the charbroil thing because they got sodium warnings about it or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw was that the like all the Impossible products, they were advised like by the American Diabetic Association is like do not eat this thinking it's healthy type of thing, which I thought was hilarious. Which is
Mhm.
funny because like if like it's actually healthier just to eat ground beef at that point. Like so it, same thing with electric cars, dude. I'm so sick of it. Like, you know me, I love cars. I love like
Mhm.
following what new cars coming out, like what type of new shit, like the new Cadillac has, or the new Volvo, or oh no, Saab's going out of business, stuff like that. But everything now is just like this EV trash. Um, like every single car company is like, oh, BMW, that yeah, they have the heated seat bullshit, but then they also said they're not making any more. They're not going to make any more V10 engines, which is like literally what won BMW a ton of like Le Mans races, Formula One races over the years.
This is the
Um,
great reset, dude.
Same thing with like Lamborghini. It's like Lamborghini made their last V12 car, and it's like, what the hell is this all about? Like, luckily the American brands are not folding as quickly, but like all those brands that are under
Oh,
like
they
the
will.
EU,
Don't worry.
well, all
They
the
will.
ones that are currently under like EU standards, so like the European brands like Mercedes, McLaren, Lamborghini, Ferrari, BMW,
We're
all those.
there. We're there.
Well, just about. But see, that's what's nuts is like I don't know if that type of shit will fly here. Like, okay, imagine if like you couldn't get a Ford Mustang with a V8. Like that, like people would just be like revolting around that. That's why I
No
like
way. No, they wouldn't.
Mopar stuff because they still are like they're the only people still putting a 700 horsepower V8 in like everything they can for the time being. But
Oh.
yeah, that's what's scary though, is like you see that stuff and hopefully in 2024 something turns around, but it's scary to see that stuff that's like, oh yeah, the Democrat House says
Hopefully,
all
2 years from now.
cars by 2030 must be, or yeah, that's what it was. 75% of all cars made in past 2030 have to be fully electric. So only 25% of cars being built, including commercial vehicles, can be,
Which
you
is
know,
going to be
internal
all
combustion,
commercial vehicles.
which is hilarious because internal vehicles make up over 25% of the market. So first of all, like I mean, like from a data perspective, like that's terrible. Like you're just gonna cheat out. I mean, it's just like it's a controlled demolition at this point. You can tell. Like I don't know what the motive is. I have no idea what the motive is, and you can speculate about that all day. But I know what they're doing. They're like trying to make everybody reliant on something besides hard work. I think that's really all it is.
Hair
Like you're not
shirt.
going to be able to work. You're never going to be able to work your ass off and get a leg up in life ever again. That's kind of how it's going.
Just eat them. The bugs.
Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. Yeah.
Just eat them.
Here.
Hey, did you see that? Did you see that Canadian company or whatever?
Oh, what? Yeah, like where they're making a bunch of bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. What the fuck? Why do people go like I don't get that. Like could you imagine like okay, so that's what our corporate does in 5 years. They're having like a bug eating contest instead of a hot dog eating contest. Like how many beetles can you eat in 20 seconds?
That's
And
called
like I'm
fear
gonna go
factor,
for 10.
dude.
I'm gonna go for 10,000.
That's called fear
Oh,
factor, and everybody alive that's all fear factor would never enter
well
into a
well
competition
see
like that
here's
unless it was like 100 grand on the line.
well here's the twist though. This is for charity, but the charity is microchipping the homeless. So it's not.
You got Mark Zuckerberg slurping down beetles, dude.
Yeah, exactly. He's I'm a human. I like water and sunlight. I also like warm temperatures above 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you.
Dude, I think that Mark Zuckerberg could eat a lot of beetles. I think that I'm not gonna put him down right now for being the person he is. I'm thinking about strictly a competition where people are eating beetles. I think that Mark Zuckerberg could eat a lot of beetles.
Well, here's something, and I don't know if this has any correlation, but all of these like tech bros that like started all these companies always have like a Chinese national wife. Like I don't know
Oh yeah,
if it's
power.
just because they went to like Ivy League or like Silicon Valley type schools, but it's like, damn, is this like an infiltration type of thing or is it like a cultural thing? Like what's the
It
deal here?
is. What is it? The biggest land
ESGs?
the biggest land buyer of this year 2020, so 2022 so far in the state of North Dakota is all Chinese nationalists.
Yeah, they're buying up ranches. Like
The
all the
the
farms that went under because of COVID, they're sweeping them up.
the Chinese nationalists have bought more land in South Dakota than anybody else in the United States has bought land in South Dakota from January 1 of 2022 until now, July of 2022.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but when you think about it, like, how do you defeat your enemy without, them suspecting anything
Retaliating.
of you? Yeah, or
Just buy their
suspecting
land.
anything of you in the first place is what you do is you release, an invisible virus on them that causes their economy to tank. A lot of their assets, in order to stay afloat, they have to liquidate. So whenever all these liquidated assets hit the market, boom, you have enough capital to just buy them all up. Go, 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 go. You have all this real estate, boom, boom. As soon as they bounce back, you already own even more of them than you already did. And this is also China is a financier at a point where they own everything. They own everything that the U.S. has built in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
As far as like, it's like the type of deal whenever somebody's like, uh, you see like some young person driving like an $80,000 car, and you're like, damn, that's a nice car. Tell Bank of America I said that's a nice car. You know what I mean?
What
Like
what
that's kind
if
of how America is. It's like, oh, that's a nice social program. Tell China we said thank you. That's what it is.
true? But what if in the future more we have like a mass influx of Chinese people that move here, and then we have a giant sort of internet uprising that's like the Chinese should govern us because they're way better and more efficient.
I wouldn't doubt that
Do you
because
think
like
that
so
would
many,
stand? What if that's the end
probably.
goal?
Look how many people are so freaking subservient nowadays. There's still people out there right now begging for more COVID vaccines. Like still.
I
They're
know.
like, oh, 6 isn't enough. What? Like, there's still people doing that. Like, I mean, it's not like it's definitely not a majority, which is actually like, kind of reassuring. Be like, okay, the majority of people aren't like this. But the people who aren't like that aren't as vocal about it, which is good. Like, the standard should be most people shouldn't be extremely vocal about everything all the time. Like, that's not the sign of a healthy society. But that's the deal, though. It's like all the people that are like, "Oh, I don't stand for this." They're not really doing anything about it. That's what sucks. But yeah, there's so many people. I mean, yeah, the past 2 years or so, I think as of right now, it's like 880 days or something since the original 2 weeks to slow the spread. And there's still mandates in effect that businesses, companies. I mean, there's places you probably hire for it still have vaccine mandates, which is absolutely absurd at this point.
Dude, yeah, the main customer that I work for just revised their vaccine policy yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And
That sucks though. Think about how many people we had to disqualify because of that.
yeah, and it's only 13 states out of 50 that are relinquished from it.
That's fucking retarded. I don't even know how that's still.
And it's
even-
weird too. It's not like it's all southern states or all northern states or all Democratic states or all Republican states. It's
probably
spread out. It's weird. It's a
It's
weird
probably
list.
based on those like states like OSHA laws because a lot of states
Florida's in
they
it.
straight up
Oklahoma's
outlawed that.
not.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing about Florida. It's been a swing state for so long that all the stuff that they criticize, like DeSantis on, it's like, oh, he's not conservative enough. Look, Florida still has this, program in place, blah blah blah. But it's like, yeah, because that was put in place by a Democrat, and it was like fortified to the point where it's going to take, 3 separate, Republican administrations to even reverse the damn thing. Like, there's all this stuff for like elder care in there, where a lot of state money goes directly towards
Exactly.
like
But,
Social Security, like supplements and stuff like that.
dude,
It's just,
there's
it's just
also
weird.
states that are relinquished from it in the 13 states that is like it's like New Jersey,
Oh, that's weird.
Michigan. They're all over the place. They're weird. They have no correlation whatsoever.
I know that is well, hearing anything being, absolved like that in New Jersey or Michigan is insane because like they were 2 of the most stringent on the COVID stuff initially, and they actually probably had the longest lasting restrictions.
Well,
That's
it probably
what
hurt
that's what
their
the craziest
economy.
thing.
It probably hurt
Oh,
their
dude.
economy, and so they're like, "We fucked up."
Well,
And,
New Jersey was the place that they were finding that guy that kept his gym open for a long time. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
It's called like Attilas Gym or whatever. And there's like all these, and it actually went to the state Supreme Court at some point. And I think they're actually still fighting that, or maybe I'm not sure if that's him, but like yeah, there's a lot of legal battles. They were finding him like $20,000 like per day that he was open, just stayed open. And really, that's the only thing you can do in the like that's the best thing to do is times like that. Like, I think it's stupid to, like, literally, if somebody's telling you, oh, you can't own your business because the air is dangerous, and it's like, oh, okay, well, am I making the air dangerous? No? Okay, well, we're just going to stay open. Um, that's like, why would, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why anybody
Yeah,
fell for any of that shit. That is just so
me
fucking
either.
disappointing. So disappointing, dude. To see
Yeah,
people
I
that
did.
you thought were smart just fall for that shit. That's
Yeah,
so
you
disappointing.
talk about losing faith in humanity. That's it. That's
I
the
lost
big
so much
breaking
faith in
point.
people that I personally know, and
Yeah.
I still
Me
respect, but in
too.
that area, I just don't respect anymore. Like, it's like, okay, I'm not going to trust you on, thinking for yourself anymore. Um, yeah, it's just a real bummer, dude, to see people that, yeah, you grow up like looking up to or anything like that, and they're just like, yep, we just fall in line. We don't ask questions. We don't
Do what
think.
we're
We just do
told.
this. Yeah, I hate that so much.
The TV told me to.
Yeah, the TV told me to. Oh my gosh, dude! Like, most people would be preparing for a nuclear blast half the time if they believed everything the news said. It's just weird how they select it with COVID or something. Like, I don't know. Like, if anything, that
I think it was a
COVID
political
COVID gave a
framework almost.
dude. COVID gave a bunch
Dude,
of very evil
the
people
world.
some very valuable information about human behavior.
I guess it did. It should have, but what the world was focused on at that time was like, oh, political something or fucking PC this, PC that,
Okay,
political. Everybody was focused on such political stuff at the same time, so it was like a shitstorm. Like the sickness came in, and everybody blamed the political environment.
right. Well, and even honestly, just recently, think about the past 45 days. There has been three, as the media would say, three mass shootings that have been covered heavily. Which one do you remember? Probably only Uvalde, right? There was also the Buffalo Mall shooting, which kind of disappeared. And even before that, 6 months ago, there was that parade in Wisconsin or whatever where the dude like ran over a bunch of people. Um, and then, yeah, just recently there was also that 4th of July shooter guy. He just kind of disappeared. They're back to talking about Uvalde. Like, dude, I don't understand what's going. Like, how is this all not setups? Like, it's so weird how all that stuff
How is it
happens at
not
like
so obvious, dude?
it all happens like concurrently, or it all this stuff like happens in a row, and then they select which one like impacts the population the most. And they're like, okay, we're gonna run with this one. This is the one
I,
we're gonna use as a scare tactic. Meanwhile, they just like killed 60 people for no
I
reason.
think you're a baked potato or whatever in a microwave analogy for the brain. You told me this a long time ago when we were in Cali, but you're like baked potato, microwave kind of. That's a very great analogy to most people.
Yeah, they're people that are just kind of sitting there, just kind of rotating. Every now and then they'll make like a little pop noise or like a fizz, but they don't really contribute. They don't really. You don't see anything happening
Dude,
until
it's
you
like
take it out.
most people are like ah oh
Right. Exactly.
whatever.
It's like,
What?
well, exactly. It's like most people are like putting a stick of butter in the microwave or like some bacon, like, you start heating them up, they start freaking out. But some people are like, yeah, you start heating them up and like you can't even tell what's happening to them.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Some people are like fucking
no reaction.
2 cheese enchiladas, double rice, no beans, with a side of queso to pour on top of the rice, microwave in the microwave. They're cool. They're in the microwave. They're just like chilling. The cheese kind of melts down and it kind of sizzles the rice. Like it's not exploding like a fucking bowl
Right.
of spaghetti.
Well, and that's kind of my deal too, because I kind of consider myself to be, if I were to be a food, I would say, or like, if I were to be a dining experience, I would be a hibachi. I would be a hibachi grill. Most people are like just a prepackaged like Smucker's, um, unpackables, like peanut butter and jelly little unpackables frozen sandwich, That's what most
Yeah.
people are. I'm a hibachi grill.
But you
I'll
got the
do the
fucking
shit right in front of you. I'll show you how it's done.
Japanese volcano.
Yeah, I'll show you how we cook it up. Like whenever
I
you
got
eat
some
that
tricks up
frozen
my sleeve.
Smuckers, yeah, whenever you're eating that frozen Smuckers PB&J, you don't know how that was made. Like, boy, I'm showing you how it's made right here. You gotta make the volcano onion. You gotta do the little flippy floppy. You gotta make a ton of
I
noise
think
with
I
your
think your
utensils.
style is with the fucking hasty bake.
Oh yeah, low and slow. Yeah, low and slow, dude. I got the slow creep on people. Um, what do they call it? That slow hitter. But that's how it goes. Sometimes you just need to sneak up on a situation. Low and slow. Keep it at 220. Wow, that's too low actually. Let's keep it about 245. Damn, dude. I'm really wanting to see some more of the apartment adventures that Matt has. It looks like he's just living it up over there. He's already got.
Dude, thank God we got a YouTube channel that we can live stream on.
We can document his progress. We can
We can
figure
just
out.
clips from all the live streams and make a fucking video out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe next week we can get all those girls he was talking to stand on a scale. We can figure out how much they weigh.
Oh shit, dude! Matt takes a scale around his apartment complex.
Yeah.
Dude, we can make a whole YouTube video about it.
My friends on the internet said I have to weigh you, so can you take your shoes off?
What in the fuck, dude? Nobody's ever thought of that. How
Yeah,
come?
can you take your shoes off and then step here? But can you have her hold your purse? I don't know what's in there. That might be heavy. We need to get an accurate reading.
Dude, what if it's a digital scale that he wires to his phone and then he covers up the numbers on the fucking scale so they can't see it?
Damn, dude, yeah, that's the deal.
He's
Like he
like,
has,
oh yeah, good job afterwards, and then
he sets up a box on the ground that has a scale under it, but the box says like prettiest girl in the apartment complex contest, and like he's like step right up. Are you the prettiest girl in the apartment complex? And then it
he
says
just
like
weighs them on the screen.
yeah, but only he can see it. It's like behind the stand or whatever. And it says like, oh, 227. That's a high number. That's a big number. 227. Okay. And he's
But
like,
Matt just
and then
brushes
there's
it off. He's like, yeah, I'll see you around.
and then there's one. It's like 166. 160. Okay.
And then we get a
I think he's like 166. You know what? I think we can do it.
Matt later that day, and he's fucking in his apartment complex, and some bitch is fucking breaking down the door.
Yeah, exactly. It's like your machine is messed up, sir. Yes, sir. Your machine told me I was fat. Now my husband doesn't want to talk to me. I want to see your machine.
Out of me on the interwebs.
Yeah, exactly. To be like, what's going on with that machine? That's a devil machine. That can't be right. I don't weigh 220. He's like, ma'am, this is being very conservative.
They don't see it.
This actually has a curve, so technically you're 253.
Yikes. No, okay. What about the Biggest Loser scales? Have you ever seen the hit TV show, The Biggest Loser?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love it whenever they
on the
weigh in.
scale and it goes boop, 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 boop. But it'll be like 229, 796, 400, 343, and it's just like all over the place. It's so sporadic. And then it goes to commercial.
Then it finally balances out.
And it's like, they only weigh 250, dude.
It's like, what the fuck, NBC? You can't afford a better scale? Hey, you're a TV network. What the hell?
Jesus Christ. I thought that one pedophile guy caught all those people. Chris Hansen.
You know what?
Chris-
Like
Chris
for the
Hansen,
longest
the
time.
pedophile guy.
Well,
Is that his name?
for some reason, I thought he actually ended up being like caught for being a pedophile, but I guess not. Like I don't know why I thought that, but for the longest time, I was thinking like, oh yeah, didn't Chris Hansen or like he got like Me Too'd or something? Like, oh yeah, he
Dude, I
slapped
think that
a
would
assistant's
be
butt or
hilarious.
something.
That'd be a hilarious scenario.
Oh, what it's like, what? Why don't you have a seat? Would you care for a lemonade? He always says the same shit, dude. Dude, I always hate shows like that, especially when I was growing
What
up.
was
Because
your intentions
I
tonight?
always hate, I like when I was growing up watching TV, I always hated seeing people get embarrassed. I don't know why, but it's like, oh, I feel so bad for them. Like it always like bummed me out.
Yeah.
But even for like pedophiles, you know what I mean? I was like, why did I feel sorry for pedophiles? I'd be like, oh no, that's so sad. I'm like, no, I shouldn't hate him. I'm a child.
But he brought fucking lollipops over and condoms. I don't know what condoms are, but they sound fun.
Oh, dude, I always love that because if they're like emailing what they think is a child or whatever, but it's like, okay, so this dude is emailing a 12-year-old. What 12-year-old is like, yeah, bring lube.
Oh
Like, what? That's
God.
just some FBI agent, like some 40-year-old guy saying that. Like, you're messaging. Okay, so being a pedophile in a sting operation is technically gay because you're sexting a guy. That's interesting to think about.
Wait. I don't think I
Yeah.
caught what you're saying because you're
Oh yeah. So
not.
if you're like messaging a like Chris Hansen type, um, you're actually gay because you're messaging a dude saying like, "Oh yeah, I wanna love you" or
I
whatever,
think
you
that's
know?
just called entrapment, isn't it?
It is. Sometimes it works out for the better, but for the most it doesn't. So, I mean, you got to be pretty wary with the whole entrapment thing. But yeah, that is do you remember Bait Car? That was like the clearest example of it.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was that was like the clearest example of
We're gonna leave this brand new Charger in the hood with the ignition and the keys in it and
yeah.
running.
I remember there was one where
This is
somebody
O Block. Welcome to Chicago's roughest hood. And it's like a bunch of
yeah.
fucking project housing motherfuckers, and they leave a brand new car with the keys. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, and it's just like running windows down and I love how they hop in and like there was one I just remember there's
Dude,
like
they
one from that
stage
show.
it to where like people are like, "Oh, there's a wasp in the car," and they run out. Like they stage it, dude.
Oh, I love how like when they get caught there I was like, "Oh, it was just in the way, so I just moving it," or it's like, "Oh, I was just trying to turn it off. I saw it was running, so I was just trying to turn it off." But they're like 2 miles away. Like I was just
Yeah,
trying to turn off. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, so I just drove it. Yeah, that's. I remember there
that's
was one.
entrapment.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
on
like,
one of the commercials for that, and there was like some like crackhead lady, and she was just saying, "Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh hell!" She was just driving it. She was like, "Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh hell!" Just driving. Like what
it's
the
rigged
like.
with cameras and audio equipment.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? This is literally a,
Hope you're happy, fucking Illinois, spending all that fucking 9% income tax
yeah, that's hilarious. Cause yeah, it's like literally like,
on bait cars to fuck with your community, basically.
well, yeah, that's the deal. It's like, is the city paying for that or is like the TV show paying for that? I don't think the TV show's paying for that. Like, what's that all about? Yeah, it's like the city is just
Are they?
buying these
Maybe they
Escalades.
are, dude. Maybe
They're
that's
like,
actually a good point.
they're like, whoops, they totaled another Escalade. That's just another $100,000 down the drain. Sorry, taxpayers, but this is making our city look good. All these car thefts.
Yeah, dude, we have the greatest. City.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like
What
Rob-
city?
Oh wait, yeah, the Seth Rogen tweet. He's like, "Yeah, I got my car broken into 9 times."
Oh, I love that. He's like, oh, but it's not that bad.
And it's like, you got your car broken into 9 times.
Yeah, what the hell?
What? That's happened to me once whenever I had a shitty car and no money, and it really pissed me off. I was up in arms about it, literally.
Yeah, that's happened to me almost once, and that's it. Or basically, somebody just jiggled my handle, and I saw it on the security tape. But that was it. And it's like, damn, nine times. That's absurd.
Wait, he's Seth Rogen, though. He's got $100 bills in there. I bet he's
Well,
got.
he was probably driving like a freaking Jetta or something, some piece of shit car.
It's funny to pull it up to the valet and hop out, and people don't recognize me. They tell me I can't valet. And then I hand him $100 bill.
Dude, that's got to be the funniest thing whenever he pulls up to a valet and he's like, I bet you expected it to smell like weed in there.
Yeah, that's actually probably pretty cool if you're a valet guy. You're like, dude, I
Dude,
saw Seth Rogen today.
I knew a guy that did valet.
I saw Seth Rogen today. I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, dude, I saw Seth Rogen today.
When I worked at Quick Trip, there's a kid I worked with that did valet for like special events and stuff at the Mayo Hotel, and he was saying like, yeah, I don't know why they valet because there's literally like a parking garage like right next to it, but he was saying like, oh yeah, Bentleys, like even people would show up like in like weird like 3-wheel motorcycles and shit like that, and you have to park them. I was like, that's fucking weird. Like you get on one of those Can-Am Spiders. That'd be a fun job though. I also talked to a kid. I talked to a kid one time that he would detail private jets. That seemed like a cool job.
Damn. I know somebody that sells private jets here in Florida, and I've known 2 people that worked at Ruth Chris as valet.
Hell yeah! So you can fly. Will they park a plane for you?
Yeah. Most of their stories are like, oh yeah, there's like some rapper that comes to town and like smokes with us.
Oh, Pop Smoke, but he dead.
Yeah.
It is nice to see that rappers are killing each other again. That's how you know the music's good. They had a dry spell for about 15 years or so.
You think so? I mean, they had some hard hitters. You got to think about, well, Lil Wayne is pretty early on, actually.
Oh yeah. Lil Wayne was like,
I watched this documentary about Lil Wayne, and fuck, dude.
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I saw that. The Carter. There's a documentary called like The Carter. Is that the one you saw?
No, it was a video. It's like how influential in rap music is Lil Wayne, and it's like it was like a 45-minute video.
Mm.
Listed all of the songs and showed how they were connected or something, and like
Yeah.
to modern day music.
Yeah, I watched. Well, there's probably multiple, but I saw one where he was like adopted and all this shit. And yeah, he was like popular in like 2003. I didn't know that. Like I didn't know he went back that far.
Dude,
I thought he like just showed up.
He made his first song in 1995 when he was 8 years old.
Damn, that's crazy.
He was featured on this one track with this like fucking one rapper. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but Yeah, dude. This motherfucker was like featured on some fucking track when he was 8. And
Well,
he
and then what happened to Lil Bow Wow?
I'm sure there's a video about that. I don't really think I ever fucked with his music, to be honest with you. I loved Lil Wayne whenever I was younger, though.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if Lil Bow Wow was as a hitter, though. He wasn't as influential.
Oh no, Lil Wayne, he was the first one to talk about like sucking on like genitals and stuff. He was always like, so lick my ass and sniff my dreads.
Lick me like a lollipop.
Yeah, he was wild, man.
Dude, I remember my mom banging that song, dude. Lick me like a lollipop. Shawty in a club.
Bottles of the
That
dove.
was that was just early 2000s club music. It was like, I'm in the club. I'm never gonna sleep. I'm gonna stay up all night and never eat.
He always cracked me up because he would always just show up on a song and just be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, what is Lil Wayne? Like, what does he do? Like, what is his
He has so many
purpose?
albums, dude. It's ridiculous. Like all his mixtapes. All right, so his mixtape, Dedication 2. His mixtape called Dedication 2 was the first mixtape ever recorded on any type of charts. It got like leaked to Spotify and Apple Music because Apple Music and Spotify were in their early days, and it made it to like top 5 in the rap charts for like 7 weeks in a row before they got all the people to like, because people just at that time kept fucking reposting the album. It was just a mixtape, so you could just download it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And it reached like the top. It was the first mixtape to reach the top of the charts ever, and it's the only mixtape to ever do so.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Well, and see, that's the thing too. Is like everybody in high school listened to that shit.
I know, that's crazy. That's a he's very influential to a lot of other rappers nowadays as well. It's pretty crazy to hear like some similarities.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Birdman.
That whole Young Money stuff, dude, that's like some Illuminati shit for real.
Mm-hmm. YCMB.
Oh, have you ever heard of the 0011010 thing?
Mm.
It's in Futurama. Elon Musk tweeted it exactly a year ago today. People are freaking out about it. It's some sort of alien code, apparently. It's in like The Simpsons. It's in like all these weird things, and it's like this 3-digit
0110110.
No, 0011010.
That's weird. Maybe it's part of the Hadron Collider.
I don't know. I just learned about it today, but
I thought it'd be funny if it was called a hard-on collider.
I was looking up a lot of shit about it.
It'd be funny if it was called a hard-on collider. Everybody's just slamming their boner into other boners, like a hard-on collider.
We are from Germany. We like big dick. Big dick.
They're like, I have not figured out how to do this docking thing yet. Dude, I always love those things like growing up where it's like,
We are very sexual here in Germany. Where is it at even? Sweden, yeah.
I mean that goes for Germany too. Germany is, dude, everything like how screwed Germany is, like they don't have any power because they gave up all like their own personal like
they're
power
on like
supply.
95% coal or something. Yeah.
Well, they got rid of all their nuclear, and then they got rid of all of their petroleum, and then they were forced to buy natural gas
They're
from
basically
Russia,
living,
and then
and
they
then they got that
stopped.
shit cut off, and they're living in the dark ages, so they're basically burning like 90% coal, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all they have is electricity, but most of they're going to be screwed once winter comes around because like all their stuff is like all their grid is meant for natural gas, and they don't have any anymore because they
this
cut it
is
off
stuff
from
that
Russia.
very smart people have been calling for a very long time.
Well,
Like
it's not even like you don't even have to be smart. It's like, oh yeah, just don't get rid of
people
your
were saying this was
nation's
gonna happen
biggest resource.
yeah, but
It's like, oh yeah, I use gasoline to get to work. We probably shouldn't make it illegal to do that, so that way I can still get to work. And it's like, oh yeah, that's something a reasonable person would say. But it's like, oh no, not in Germany. We have to make the little Greta girl happy. The girl who literally wanted to change the weather before she could go back to school. She skipped school she was like so privileged that somebody told her, "Oh, well, if you skip school, somebody and sail around the world, the people will change the weather for you." Like what? Jesus Christ, what kind of princess shit is that? I hate that.
did you see the video that I sent in that group chat? And I was like, "Fuck your climate change," and it's Greta Thunberg, but she's like dancing around.
Oh yeah, dude,
Uh,
isn't it really weird that like climate change, you don't even really hear, you haven't heard anything about that in the past couple months. Have you? Like that hasn't been pushed at
uh,
all. It's all just been like guns and war. Like they're not
yeah,
even talking about
I
climate
talked
change
about
anymore.
that with Brad like 2 nights ago, probably. He was like, "Oh yeah, what is your opinions on climate change or something like that?" And I was like, "I don't think it's really that big of a deal." He's like, "Oh yeah, well that's what my grandma thought too." And I was like, "What?" I don't.
What happened to your grandma?
I think I think that
Was she eaten by
I think that
genetically
I
modified
wish
sharks?
if a very smart person was concerned about climate change, they would not live in the state of Florida, because like 10 foot of sea level rise means that I don't have a house anymore. You know?
Right. But see, that's the deal is like you see those same people that are preaching that stuff like buy oceanfront property. And it's like, oh yeah, you don't actually. But that's the
You
deal.
don't
They've
real-
been saying the
you don't
world is
realize
ending since,
like that,
30 years ago.
I guess.
But
Well, I
that
guess
is funny though. Yeah, that's what my grandma thought, and she got killed by acid rain. It's like, oh, oh, okay. Well, I also saw that blood clots are a part of climate change, the same thing with heart attacks. Everything, but it couldn't be
skin
anything
cancer.
else.
Oh, dude. Hey, have you ever really looked into the chemicals that are in sunscreen before?
I don't wear sunscreen, dude. I don't like it.
Guess what? Skin cancer has increased over 200% in the last 2 years alone due to oxychloroquine, a chemical that they put into sunscreen now. So apparently, sunscreen is the culprit. Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't heard of that, but I mean that makes sense because isn't it like mostly like zinc or something like that?
It's like some sort of oxychloroquine or something. It's some oxy something. And
Oh,
everything, all skin, ever since introducing it into sunscreens in the last 2 years, skin cancer has like increased like 200% basically.
yeah, that is weird though, because I've always thought about that because it's like, uh, how do you get that from? Well, yes, you have to deal. A lot of people that get that, it's not like they're habitually outside all the time. They get it because they like, oh yeah, just there was one summer where I was, in the sun too much. It's like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? Because like people you know, are like leathery as fuck, covered in like moles and shit. Like,
Yeah,
they
what
look
about
like-
fucking Mexicans, dude, that are working the fields fucking every day, picking peppers, picking tomatoes, picking crops. They're in the sun all day, every day. What about
Oh,
them?
yeah.
How much skin cancer do they get? How much sunscreen did they use? Just look at the difference alone there versus what you see here in America nowadays with people using sunscreen.
Right. Yeah, and it might even come
Your
down to like
natural body
diet and
oil
stuff.
for
Too.
your sunscreen, dude. I'm telling you. We're gonna
You just
get
gotta
taken
cover
down
yourself in sweat
YouTube
and
for
mud.
hate speech, dude.
Yeah, but Banana Boat's gonna take this down. Or a Copper Tone.
Coppertown?
Yeah, they're gonna take this video down.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. I gotta.
You have to have a dog pull your pants down.
You gotta turn your shit sideways, dude. No, I'm gonna invite you to my Clash of Clans lobby.
I'm playing Flight Simulator right now. Right now, I'm actually circling a 747 over the Mojave Desert, trying to find a place to land outside of Edwards Air Force Base. But it looks like there's just a big lake I'm gonna have to dive into. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. You are. Nobody be a hero. Yeah. That would be great. If you could just put those reports on my desk, that would be great. Damn, dude, I'm gonna take a vacation to Zaire and get hot down in Africa. Yeah, I see. Shoot. Does it annoy you whenever you run into somebody and then they act like they know you, but you've never met that person in your life, and they're like asking you stuff, and you're like, how the hell do you know any of this? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know my name? How do you know my personal information? Never seen you before. Well, I had two of those encounters today. One
No.
was, you know, in passing. The other one was, you know, pretty like, damn, dude, you looking good today. I like that shirt. You dressed up since last time. I was like, last time. So, you know, Inception. Oh, this plane doesn't want to turn. Oh, shit. I'm stalling. I got 700 people on board this bad boy. Going down outside the Mojave Desert, Death Valley, claim another life. My name's Arthur. Arthur. Arthur McClanahan. I'm the toughest son of a bitch this side of the Rio Grande. Sir, can you please give me back my credit card? I have to process your payment before you leave this Texas Roadhouse, ma'am. Ma'am? Appetite.
You not get off this aircraft until you pay for them 7 bottles of Tito's.
Ma'am? You opened the bag of chips before we were above 10,000 feet. I have to arrest you for terrorism. You smoked in the bathroom. Now I have to execute you. We are technically flying over Iraq right now. Ma'am, I have to execute you. Please insert yourself into the garbage compartment. Ma'am, I don't want to have to do this, but you broke the law of the sky. We keep a tight ship. I love like that, like yeah, that like 1920s authority voice, like the outlaw. But sir, I didn't know she was your daughter. I was just trying to get that horse across the border. It's like, what the fuck are they talking about? I love that. Cowboy shit.
Yeah,
Country
that's some
shit.
cowboy shit. Yeah, that's some John Wayne or
Just
whatever.
how Big Crit said it. That's some country shit. Damn. Damn. Oh fuck, it's only 9 o'clock. For some reason I was
Hi,
thinking
I'm John Wayne in this one movie.
I'm John Wayne, Pilgrim. Are you that Chinese fella that came in here last week? Hookah Nunya, soldier. I love there was a John Wayne movie where
Hookah, how?
have you seen the one where he plays like a samurai? I forgot what it's called, but John Wayne plays like a Japanese guy, and it's like
Yeah,
not even.
dude.
It's
Okay,
like
I know
not.
exactly what you're talking about.
It's like not even close.
Dude, they like glued his eyes to be like fucking smaller in it and shit, dude. They, like,
But
glued
he
his
still just talks American like this.
Yeah. I'm John Wayne.
You know, here's a fun piece of trivia. They actually were going to get a Japanese guy, but at that time they were all like in the camps, in the internment camps. Soldier. Speaking of which, I might just do a flyby over Japan really quick to see what they're up to. My brothers in Christ.
Your brothers?
Oh yeah, in Japan, my brothers in Christ. Oh, Uto Guto Shayo Mosayo Toyo Toyo Komosayo. Hut Ishihaya. Or I could go to Nagasaki, I could go to Kurume, Hita, Imari, Mount Fiji. What the hell's that? Kyoto. Oh, they got Kobe. Kobe. Oh, if I do a Kobe, I have to fly a helicopter to the side of a mountain.
Do it.
What the fuck is Mount Fiji?
Do it, but your flight simulator.
I
Dude,
thought
why
they
don't
were
you have
supposed
a
to.
Twitch? Why don't you have a Twitch? Why don't you stream Flight Simulator? You playing it. You could get
Why
money.
would I do that? I don't want money, dude. Money makes people crazy. It's like just imagine being poor as fuck and you don't even have shoes. You're like, nah, dude, money makes people crazy. I always love that. I love when people are like, yeah, I'm gonna be rich, but not too rich because I don't want to let it get to me. And it's like, dude, you're an assistant manager at Arby's. Yeah, I don't want to get too famous because like, people always like want to act. I just don't like they always come up to you.
They got
I
a
don't want to be
headset on, dude, from
like
Cisco.
famous. Famous. That song you put on SoundCloud, you recorded that on your iPod Touch. Famous. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah, dude, people are
Maybe
freaking
they are
delusional.
more creative, I guess.
It blows
But
my yeah,
hey,
people are
some of
delusional.
these motherfuckers, dude, where do you think Post Malone came from? That motherfucker was probably working at Arby's, right?
Oh, you're right. And he was also like a theater kid. He was like a theater dork.
Oh, dude, he probably grew up in California, super rich or something.
Dude,
Because
that's
they,
hilarious. Could you
oh,
imagine being his parents?
oh, his. No, Jack Harlow's the real one. He's got a KFC meal, dude, and an NBA fucking ad sponsorship.
Yeah, I saw a lot of black rappers were really pissed off that white rapper got a KFC commercial before they did. Like that
Dude,
was a legit thing. I don't even understand him. Is he like I know he's a big deal with like high school kids.
He's
I
got
just
some
assume he's like a young
got some
gravy
good
type.
raps from back in the day. I don't really know about much of his new stuff. I saw this one where he went to the fucking races or whatever, but that's about it. Um, but some of his old shit, whenever he was like a fucking 17-year-old little kid, like living in the hood, that shit bangs.
Yeah, I don't really know his deal. Like, like I always hate whenever like some like rapper just gets famous out of fucking thin air. I'm always like, oh, this isn't like organic. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like, oh yeah, there's the first time I heard about him was on a ad I saw on YouTube. I always hate that shit. It's like,
That's a buzzkill for any artist.
oh my gosh, dude, on Instagram now, like,
Terrible way to market yourself as a musical artist just through a commercial.
well, like on Instagram, everything is ads now, but like I blocked most of the major companies. Like every single like for like a solid year, every time I saw an ad, I would just block whoever posted it. So now I only get promoted posts, and it's all like these like just random dudes like trying to make it big as like a pop star. And there was one, it's like a Canadian country guy, but he's like clearly like basically he's wearing like a cowboy outfit like as a costume. Like and it's like it doesn't even sound like country music, but he's got a cowboy hat on for some reason. It's just like weird shit, but it's like, why are you paying for me to see this? Like people are paying to show me that. Like I don't need to see that. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 'cause,
Dude,
like I'd rather have targeted
if you watch
ads.
the
I'd rather
whole
have
ad,
targeted
how
ads.
much do you think they have to pay for that for you viewing it? Is like $1 plus?
I have no idea. I assume like it's like,
I think
oh
it's
well,
more than $1.
we'll get you 1,000 views for $15. That's probably what it is. Something like that. Because it's got to be affordable. These people are freaking losers. If it's not affordable, then I don't know what the hell's going on. It's probably something. Yeah, seriously, if it's like $70 and these people are paying $70 for me to see this shit, then something's fucked up.
Dude, it's expensive. Have you never looked into business on Instagram or whatever?
I have on Facebook and it's pretty pricey. I mean, it's not worth it. It's literally just like make a good page.
They're
And
the same goddamn company now.
yeah, it is. But they have two different ad services. That's what's weird.
No, they have the same ad service.
Is it based off of Facebook ad? Okay, that must be what it was. Because like last time I looked into it, it was like 3 years ago, so I'm not sure what it is now. But I remember it was like, yeah, we can guarantee you, 5,000 views, and from that, here are the stats on what we see, like typical click throughs.
Dude, but if it's a
You know,
video, you incorporate a whole new layer and it's watch time.
yeah, watch time, and then beyond that is like link interaction. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I only see ads for stuff after like I bought it. So it's like, why are you showing me stuff that I already bought? Like, I don't get that. That's always really stupid. Like, oh, you're expecting me to return something like you're only showing me this because you know I bought it. So why are you showing me the same thing again? Like, I don't need to buy a new power drill every 3 months. If I do, I'm buying the wrong one. That
Yeah,
shit just
they could just market you anything they want to as the product.
yeah, that shit drives me fucking insane, dude. Like the amount of ads now. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, literally, take my money. I will pay whatever you want just so I can stop seeing ads on everything. You see, Netflix is adding ads now, even if you're paying like, $12 a month, you're still gonna have ads.
Really? Oh no.
Who the fuck's gonna pay for that? Well, I mean, a lot of people, but it's like, what? What is it like? That doesn't make any sense. That's like literally
They
if
got
you.
the new Stranger thing.
Well, that's like buying a Costco membership, and it's like, oh yeah, we don't sell food anymore. We just sell like bulk clothing. It's like, well, I want to cancel my membership. Nope, sorry, you can't. It's like, well, you're not like providing the service that you actually set out to fucking provide. Like, I don't know if that's some sort of tort issue or some shit, But yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's damages. You can call damages on that easy.
Yep, I need $400 million. I love when people do that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a real estate agent, and this lady talked trash about me on
No,
Facebook,
it's
so
a
I'm
private
requesting.
club, and we're on private property. You're a retailer. Now we're a subsidiary.
Have you seen that shit where there was some guy in Texas? Ugh, allergies. There's some guy in Texas. He didn't mow his yard. Then the HOA fined him. Didn't pay his HOA fines. And finally, the police got involved. Ended up just burning down his house. They just burned down. He wouldn't mow his yard, so they just burned down his house and like tore it down. And it's like, what? Like, what is that besides like just pure evil? You know what I mean? And it turned out he was like in his 90s and just couldn't mow his yard. In Texas, though, like you would assume, like, oh, that doesn't. People in Texas wouldn't stand for that shit. People everywhere stand for everything. It's fucking hilarious.
I know.
But yeah, cut your grass, or else we'll further lower the property values by catching your house on fire. Now people, and it's always because they like throw in like a smoke grenade or a flashbang or something like that. But then again, it's like, why are you flashbang? Why are you raiding a house because somebody didn't mow their yard? That doesn't even make sense. Like, why? First of all, even if you like love the cops, like from perspective of loving the cops, why would you send the cops
But if
that you
they have,
love so
what,
much into a
knock on
dangerous
the goddamn
situation?
door. Don't be a fucking asshole, dude.
Yeah, that's what always cracks me up is like, why are people that love cops, why are they so in favor of like no knock raids and like, raiding a house without a warrant? Like, why do they like that? All that does is put their beloved cops in more danger.
Dude, I got into a huge debate the other night about first of all, freedom of travel in the United States.
Oh yeah,
it was about
that's a tough one, honestly.
if you ever get
It's like,
pulled over, do not submit to a breathalyzer exam. Do not submit to any field sobriety exam. And it's like, and then the opposing party to me was saying, no, they'll take away your license. And the answer to that is your constitutional right against self-incrimination. You don't have to.
oh right, yeah, that's just the Fourth Amendment
You don't have to.
or the Fifth. Sorry, the Fifth.
No, I think it is the fourth. No, it's the fourth.
No, Fourth Amendment is an unreasonable search and seizure. Fifth Amendment is
And
Fifth
self-incrimination.
Amendment is a right to representation and the right to remain silent. Essentially, it's like habeas corpus, the right to a fair and speedy trial. It also includes a few other things. Like that's the fifth, and then like yeah, the fourth is like that, and then the Third Amendment is like, oh, you don't have to house troops or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is funny though, because they actually violated that in Hurricane Katrina. Like the National Guard came in and just started
Yeah,
squatting in people's homes.
Self-incrimination is outlined in the Fifth Amendment.
Well, the Fifth Amendment's like very encompassing. I guess that's the right word. Like it covers a lot of shit. It's all about like basically like
Here, I'll read.
Jeopardy.
No person shall be held to answer for a capital, comma, otherwise infamous crime, comma, unless a presentment or indictment of a grand jury.
Indictment of a grand jury.
comma,
So that actually is that's the amendment that's used whenever like they can get away with war crimes. So
yeah,
it kind of has a flip side to it.
except
like
in cases arising from in the land of naval forces or
right.
in the militia Yes, that's your war in there. When
Yeah,
actually
it gives them
served
permission
in
to do
time
war
of
crimes.
war or public danger, nor shall any persons be subject for the same offense to be twice put on jeopardy. So that's your double jeopardy clause right there.
Right.
Um,
And they have the right
of
to a fair and speedy trial.
life or limb, nor shall be compelled by any criminal case to be witnessed against himself, nor be depraved of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without compensation.
Well, right, and that amendment is exactly why civil asset forfeiture is 100% unconstitutional and 100% criminal. Like,
And
you
the
know, they're like,
cops
oh, you have $10,001 in your wallet, sir. That's over the limit. I noticed you had 10,000 in cash, but also you had some quarters in your center console. So we're gonna have to seize all of it because clearly this is illegal and you're doing something wrong. Yeah, you said you're on your way to buy a boat, and yeah, you just pulled this out of the ATM this morning, but we don't trust you because your car kind of smells like weed a little bit. Yeah, sure, it can be coffee or maybe you hit a skunk, but we're just going to take all your money and then we're going to buy an Escalade. It's going towards our Escalade fund for the department. We're going to get a fun Escalade to show around the parades and whatnot. Like, that's literally how it works. That's like literally how it works. It's insane, dude. It's insane. And it's kind of nice though, because at least around here, I keep hearing all these stories about how, like, yeah, the police department is having a really tough time recruiting. Everywhere is like short staffed.
Dude,
Like
I've been getting
the highway
ads.
patrol
I've
is
been getting
short staffed.
ads for joining the police department. It's like exciting career.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, it's like you can shoot anyone. No worries, bro. And you get oh, dude, I saw one that was like, oh, dude, it was so racist. It was like a picture of like a young black guy. He's like, ever thought of being a cop? You could have a brand new Dodge Charger.
Oh no.
Or no, it said Hemi Charger. That's what it was. Brand new
And a
Hemi
big
Charger.
old watermelon and a bucket of KFC. You know?
Yeah. Oh boy, you can go see that. Yeah, just straight up like, yeah, some dude on the commercial shows up like in blackface or something. Dude, I could tell you, it's like, join the Jacksonville Department of State.
1-800-COP-BLACK. That's
Yeah, it was like
1-309.
it was like, what's up, dog? You want a Glock and a Hemi Dodge Charger? And you want a cash bonus? Boy, you better just join the Jacksonville Police Department, son.
Dude, it's like
Word
those
up.
American credited college commercials.
Oh, I love those.
Like, hey, girl, you know you can work part-time and go to school full-time?
Well, I don't do either.
American credited college. And then it like shut down and like went bankrupt a year later.
They stole everybody's money.
Dude. So scary, bro.
I know, that cracks me up. I love that
College is
stuff.
one of the biggest scams, dude.
You're telling me I can go to college in my pajamas? You gotta be insane.
College is the biggest scam.
Yeah, college doesn't make any sense. And like, honestly, it made sense 10 years ago, but the past like 10 years, it's completely like, unless you can go for free, like, don't even worry about it. Like, don't even think about it. Like, just think about like how you can like just gain multiple skills and just like be a personable human. That's literally all it takes. Just
Yeah,
like know a little bit about everything and just be nice. That's all it takes.
I think
So many
people
people won't do that.
smile more. I think a lot of people don't smile.
Well, and a lot of people just give up pretty easily. You know, they work a job for 6 months and they're like, ah, this sucks. And it's like, I just quit. No, I don't have another job lined up. It's like,
What?
How? Like,
Yeah.
how?
Jesus Christ. I've been unemployed for like a total of 12 days since I was fucking 15 years old.
Oh, me too. I think the longest time
I've been
was like,
unemployed
yeah, a couple
12
weeks, and I
days.
was like really struggling.
No, fuck
Yeah,
that. Like 12 hours, dude. I think I lost my job and got a job the next day.
yeah, that's mind blowing, dude. I can't believe. Yeah, so many people do that because they'll just. Yeah, I had somebody today. I had to end up firing them, but they were like, "Oh yeah, I lost my voice a week ago. That's why I can't answer your phone calls." I'm like, "Okay, oh okay. Well, I mean,
Text, email.
well, and they were working remote when they're not even supposed to be working remote. Their whole position was to be an on-site technician, and they're working remote. And it's like the manager found out, and he's like, "Oh no, that's a big no-no. You're not supposed to be accessing our networks on your personal devices like that. We never gave you assets that you can take home to use for this type of stuff. Like, this is a huge, huge like liability." Like, we're just gonna let you go right now. Because, like, she put in her 2 weeks and all this stuff. But it's like, what the fuck? But see, that's the deal, too. It's like, there's so many people, it's like, oh, I've been
So
here for 2 months. I've been
lazy.
here for 2 months. Can I get a raise? 2 months? 2 months. I've never gotten a raise after 2 months. That's insane. Like, what? Just
Lazy.
work more. You get paid hourly. Just work more.
Lazy.
Oh, it's insane. But, like, yeah, people, I think it's because, like, I'm really nice, so like people think they can get a lot out of me, but like as soon as they ask for something, I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. Like I have to like, I'm like, no, I am nice, but you have to convince me like why I should basically just like make less money because you've been at a job for a month and a half. Okay, sure. If that was the case, damn dude, like honestly, that is the way it should be to keep up with inflation, get a 4% raise every month. Um, but that's just not realistic at
Dude, yeah,
all.
life. Welcome to it. It sucks. It's not.
Dude, isn't it crazy? I've made more money in the past like year, but I feel like I take home less money, like after grocery, and I don't spend more than I used to. I've always spent the same amount, like, and I budget pretty well, but I feel like I just don't make any money anymore.
Yeah, the economy is tanking. Our
Oh, it's
dollar,
insane.
our dollar is 57 cents more worthless than it was in 2020. It's at 43 cents. Like
Oh yeah.
the price of printing the amount of money that we printed in the last 2.5 years is like I don't know what to do. Like maybe invest in gold or something. I don't know, dude. Fuck. Who knows? Shit's gonna hit the fan, I think.
I would
I
invest in
I'm
like
pretty
water
convinced.
rights, like buy land with like water rights and sell water.
Thank God my grandpa's got some land with some water on it. I'll just go there.
Yeah, I mean, well, and see that's the deal. I think public utilities won't get like crazy expensive, but they will like make you jump through more hoops. So it's like, oh, if you want to receive water from the city, you have to register with the city passport app. And to get that, you have to be vaccinated with everything. You have to have a microchip. You have to eat the bugs. You have to live in a pod. You have to ration your electricity. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just not going to do any of that.
Dude,
But yeah, that's,
I'd rather fend for my fucking self in Alaska. I've never been to Alaska before, but I'd rather fend for myself in Alaska. To be completely honest with you,
yeah,
I'd
I'd
fucking
rather die trying than have to like
a
succumb to
rotting
everybody
carcass.
else's bullshit. That's the deal. Like, yeah, it's like I'd rather
Jesus,
get mauled by a grizzly bear.
I would rather. Dude, I would rather fucking eat fucking dog shit than do that. There's a lot of things I'd rather do besides go into some sort of great reset new world order where everybody has a fucking QR code, which they already tried to do in Canada. Like
Yeah, dude, I didn't
the
know
guy
this, but
that
they're
was
still
talking about
turning.
I can't see a movie. He said, I can't see a movie. I've never had a cell phone. I've never owned a cell phone. And I refuse to own a cell phone. he's like some Amish guy. He said, I can't see a movie, and I'm a Canadian citizen. I have my vaccine passport. I have my vaccine number. I have everything, but I don't have my QR code. So he couldn't go see a movie because
So
he didn't have
weird.
a QR code on a phone, dude.
So freaking weird, dude. I don't get it because
When you
yeah,
have to have
like
a phone to live,
that's insane. Not even to like just to interact. Not even to buy stuff, just to interact. But yeah, that's what I'm not a it's crazy. I didn't know this, but I guess Canada is still not letting unvaccinated people in the country. That's hilarious.
no, I can't go there. I can't go to
Me
Australia.
neither.
I can't go to
I
Australia.
can't. Well, that blows my mind that I can't even go to freaking Canada. Like I've been there before, and now
Dude,
I'm not
hey,
allowed.
I had a pro-choice discussion with my roommate the other night, and he disagreed with me. That the fact that I said I'm 100% pro-choice. I think that I should be able to not wear a seatbelt if I want to and go crashing through my front windshield if I want to. I believe that should be able to get an abortion, and I believe that I should basically be able to put into my body whatever I want and not put into my body whatever I want. And he was not okay with it. He said that vaccines they're scientifically proven. I said,
Right.
hey, there's a lot of new data out there if you want to look it up. And he didn't look it up. So I don't know what else you can do in that scenario.
Oh, nothing. That's just the deal. You just say, "Oh, yeah, I'm crazy. See, I'm the crazy one. Yep. Don't listen to me." Like, yeah, see, that's about all you can do. Because I mean, yeah, some people are just like, there's comfort in, hey, yep, I've already figured it all out. I'm not interested in, uh, you know, uh, like adding anything to that opinion that I've already formed, regardless of what new information I see. I'm just gonna stick with what I already made up my mind on, and that's like, yeah, that's how most people operate. Um, because yeah, like most people aren't actually interested in like proving themselves wrong. Like I actually am. Like I think some people are. Like if you're more inquisitive about shit or just like skeptical about shit, like you're always trying to prove yourself wrong. That way you can be like a little bit more confident in what it is that you believe. But some people just aren't. They're more confident in just knowing like, hey, this is something I've heard a lot of people say, so I'm just gonna go with it. Because that way, like, oh, at least I know those people will back me up, versus like, ooh, this might be unacceptable to some people for me
Oh
to speak
yeah, I'm
out.
gonna be all on my own on this one. Yeah, like think about
Right.
the
Well, see, that's
amount
the
of
deal. It's like,
time pressure that can come from that. I mean, think about like how when we were like, yeah, like fucking cavemen and like the societal pressures of dude, people were like, yeah, fucking like serfs.
well,
Like,
right. Well, see, some people think that every opinion they have has to be publicly known. Like every single thing they believe in, they have to let everybody know it. And then there's some people who are like, oh, I'll let you know about some things, but some things I like to keep to myself. And like, it's like
that's
I'm not going to annoy
perfectly
you with stuff that
acceptable.
well, right. Like if you can kind of feel, it all depends on like people that have good like social like can read social cues and stuff. Like if you can read people pretty well, you're not going to go up to a girl with like a bunch of face piercings or something and start saying like, yeah, I'm pro-life. Like you're just not going to do that. Like you should probably
Yeah.
read the room a little bit first.
Oh,
And some people just don't have
I thought
that.
you were
So
gonna say you're not gonna walk up to some fucking girl at a bar and say, "Hey, I have an AK and a shotgun."
okay, maybe you will. I don't know. But that might be a little bit more intense. It's like, hey, I got a AK, a shotgun, and a stolen van. What do you want to do? Like I don't know what type of bars you're hanging out at, yeah, but yeah, that's the deal. Like most people are just like kind of comfortable with, oh no, made up my mind. Then people that like literally people that are still like going around saying, everybody, I have an announcement to make. Racism is bad.
It's just blended in, dude. I swear.
You know what I mean? Like people are like, I have an announcement to make. This is a very dangerous thing to say, but I don't think rape is good. So, like,
Yeah.
who, like, what did you read that said that that's a cool thing for you to just start talking about?
Or yeah, I don't think slavery is good, or something.
You're right. And it's like
Oh,
everybody's like, oh no, you can't call out people like that. 'Cause you're like, oh no, is something wrong with them? Like, why are they saying stuff like that? You know?
I guess Shit, Birdie's fucking wagging her tail. Brad came over. He's
Oh yeah, I finally found that mountain I was looking for. This actually
he's
took a
just
really long
wagging
time.
a whole tail over here.
Yeah, that dog. How much does she weigh now? Is she like fully grown,
I
do you
don't
think, or
know,
she
dude.
still got a ways to go?
Never put her on her scale before, so I
You
couldn't
think
tell you.
she's like done growing, or is she still
Probably
growing?
like 50 pounds, dude. Maybe 45, 50. I'd say she's got to be at least 50.
Oh, okay.
Actually, if I had to guess, but I've never put her on her scale.
That's probably around what a black lab female weighs, like 55, 65.
Nah, she's smaller. You'll see her.
Really
You'll see her here in a few weeks, probably. I'm gonna bring her over to your house and let her meet Bruce, dude.
nice. Yeah, my birthday is on the 13th of August.
I'm
I
probably
might.
gonna come down. What? I'll have to look at the days, but it's somewhere around then is probably when I'm heading down.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna probably take off, honestly, try to take off a week. Because Bria is actually taking off the, what was it? Like, I don't know, the week after that. So I was like, well, screw it. If like you're not here, I don't really have anything to work with. So
I managed
like I
to
don't
just
have
take
any.
off 2 weeks, and I just told her today. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking off 2 weeks here in like a couple of weeks, and she's like, oh yeah, I guess I can't really say anything about that because I just took off 2 weeks.
I love that. Just yeah, the office lady laugh. Oh, I'm so bad. I love that. It's like, oh,
I don't know. They're always doing something weird with their hands.
yeah, I love that. They're always like,
All
oh no,
fingernails.
no, you should,
All of them
no,
have
don't say that. Oh no, don't say that. That's rude. That's rude. I love that shit. Yeah, the office ladies. I was like, I got a picture here of my grandnephew.
This is when we did Pie in the Face. It's a new hit game.
Have you ever seen that much pie? Pie.
Well, you gotta get the whipped cream cans.
You ever just
For some reason, they were
sucked
all
on a
flat
stick
after
of
Bill and
butter?
John stayed here.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, after
So they
they
just came
always
out as mush, but we still had fun. It was like milk in the face instead of pie in the face.
they
We were
must be
getting cummed
making
on in the
pie.
face.
Yeah, then they always take those naps. They're always sleeping after they eat all that ready whip.
Poor grandma. She doesn't know anything, dude.
She doesn't know anything about whippets or really anything.
She knows about cooking dandelions. That's what she
Yeah.
knows.
Oh, you want me broiled dandelion? No, Grandma. No the kasai. Yeah. You don't want to. You don't want to piss off your Japanese grandma. You never know what's gonna happen. Oh, this is weird. This doesn't even look real. They messed up the mapping for this mountain, and then somebody just put like a giant set of stairs on the side of it. That's not real. Hey, hey, Honji-sa. Sorry, I'm just in a very Japanese mood tonight. Just flying over Japan right now. 15 minutes till I land. I just popped in and 15 hours till I land. Japan.
15 hours?
Isn't that a song? That's like a Ray Sremmurd song. Something.
Ray Shrimrad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Shrimp Man. Ray Shrimpman. Yeah, he's 15 hours away. 15 hours a day. 15 ladies, 15 baby. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Whoa, there's a building up here on top of Mount Fuji. That's insane. I did not know that. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, there's another one. Very cool. Whoa. Okay. Well, Japan. Let's see how I can land. Japan. I'm connected to your land. Very cool. Well, I think I'm about to crash this plane. See what happens here. Yeah, I feel like hopefully whenever you come to Oklahoma, we still have air conditioning.
Hopefully, it's not a desert wasteland.
And well, dude, honestly, it's been like like exactly 100 years since the Dust Bowl.
You remember the 100-year flood, dude?
Yeah, and that was only like 5 years ago. So like everything's yeah, all the hundreds are happening. That's what's going on.
It's been like this is 101 years since the last hurricane that Tampa's ever had.
That's weird. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like I guess there's flooding, but it's like in just certain areas. It's not like widespread flooding. So like, if there's a tropical storm or something and the tide goes up really high, like yeah, there's gonna be some flooding close to the water, but like where you live, it's not gonna be ever really a problem unless it's like your street in particular like clogs up and floods or something like that. But even if your house were to flood, you don't really have to worry about anything. It's all concrete, so just get some fans.
Sure.
And it's a good excuse to buy like new furniture. That's the deal. Just like, oh no, my house flooded. Now I can finally get rid of all this bullshit.
Oh no.
That's the deal. It's like, oh no, the dog ruined the couch. Now we can get a couch that I actually want. Yeah. How's Neo doing?
Oh, he's doing great, dude. I've been feeding
Damn.
him watermelon from the garden. He's made a full
Oh,
recovery. He's made a full recovery.
yeah, dude. I've been just like chugging watermelon. I bought one a couple days ago, and it's so good. Yeah, Neo's gonna be what, 20 here pretty soon? 15?
What is it? 12. 12 years old.
That's hilarious.
He's 12 years old right now, I think. Yeah.
Crazy.
Ow, fuck. My bad. I just smoked my foot. I gotta go, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to crash
I
this
gotta go.
plane, so um but yeah, take care. Everybody tune in next week to see us talk about your new washer and dryer combo. I'm sure we'll put out a short video before the weekend, just a little quick introduction to your new washer and dryer, or a review, I guess.
He did.
Hey,
You're looking
easy
at
way to pick up a quick 5,000 views. All you gotta do is just like type for the video title, just type in the name of your washer and dryer and just say, troubleshooting, and then you'll get like 50,000 views.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if you have a problem with it, just call Lowe's.
yeah.
Wherever you bought it from. Get your receipt number. Oh.
Get your receipt number. Make sure you call the right store. Just to pick up your. Oh yeah, if you're making a call.
Dude.
Nowadays, if you're making a call on your cellular phone, you got to put the area code in too. Same thing on the landline. I don't know if y'all made a call recently.
Just wait until you find about the one that you got to put before the area code. You got to put a one before the area code.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They said it's an international system. And we're number one.
We were the first ones to have the phone, so that's why it's like that.
Is it? Why? Why are we number one?
Dude, that'd be great. Yeah, you would just
Could you imagine dialing like fucking 87 before a number? Because that was your international.
Oh, I've had people
Saudi Arabia.
try to get in touch with me, and they're like from like Somalia and like Eastern Africa and stuff, and their phone numbers are like 40 digits. Like the number just it's like a plus, and then it just keeps going.
That must be WhatsApp or something, dude.
Maybe, but it's like how do you even? There's no way you could ever memorize that. It's like, oh, what are the first 50 digits of pi?
Service. Yeah, there's no way that's like a cell service. If it's a bunch of numbers, they're calling you over a fucking.
Oh, hi, first name, bunch of numbers.
Yeah, they're calling you over a. God, what do you call that?
I guess it's like an IP phone.
Yeah, basically.
An IP voice chat.
VoIP, yeah, a VoIP.
Well, kind of. That's what WhatsApp is. It's just like a messenger app, just like a Snapchat, Facebook Messenger. But it's always like guys on there, like from India. They're like, "I would like to date you, please. Would you like to take a picture on my WhatsApp, please?" Yeah, it's a good app though. It's introduced the internet to much of the third world, so that's what they need.
Yeah, follow us on fucking WhatsApp on. Would you like to date us, please?
Would you like to date us, please? I would love to hold your hand. I would like to hold your hand.
I think about Birdie sometimes asking me like, "Let me go outside and smell your grass."
Oh, that's great. Yeah, dude, all animals have a voice.
As well, to be honest.
They all have a voice. That's what I asked you when you first got her. I was like, do you have a voice for her yet? And you didn't. You did it back then. And now you do. Yeah, now she's like, oh, I would appreciate to go outside. Thank you very much.
She's exactly that way.
Oh no, I have a fly. It's a fly. There's a fly inside of the house. Yeah.
Definitely like, yeah, she's fucking Hindu or something, dude. I swear.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right,
But
it's a 1101 over here, so.
oh shit, yeah, make a wish here in 10 minutes really quick, and yeah, follow us for more bending the algorithm tricks. You too can have two views on a video and whatnot. So yeah, take it easy.
Much love. Peace out. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. We don't even have Snapchat, but
yeah, Snapchat, please.
Yeah, we need to probably make one of those. Somebody else make one for us.
Follow us on Pixo and Friendster. We'll also be on the Craft Foods Forums website under the ranch section. Thank you.